I did think you have something to say about that. That's of course.
Oh my god, the second one was crazy. Whatever that was, that quick clip was too short.
Oh yeah.
That was a banger.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're on our way to actually producing something that looks like you might want to watch it.
That's the point. Just I never want to get to, hey, you need to watch this. I just always want to stay right around the, hey, you might want to watch this area.
It's like a fringe video, like a weird kid at work's like, hey, you should watch this, but like you don't want to push it, you know?
Exactly.
I was thinking more like a train wreck, something you just can't look away from.
That also works.
It's too beautiful. It's like it was majestic. It made me laugh.
No, I like that opening. This opening was awesome.
This one was beautiful.
This is one of my better ones. I think I've cracked. I think that format's the best one. Last week's was on Jareth. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
It made me look for an AI version of a halfling carrot top.
I'll try to have that ready for next week.
Are we doing another prompt off? Is it happening?
Bing is already on it.
What's the prompt, Rob?
What's the Bing? Hold on. Hold on. I gotta wait for it to finish. And then, it said there was a problem creating your images. Carrot Top broke it.
Carrot Top paid to not be AI sourced.
Bing has been really weird about names of people. So sometimes any kind of name will just stop it.
We'll see what happens. I just reloaded it, and we'll get. Oh wait, and we'll see if it works.
I would describe what Carrot Top looks like instead of just saying Carrot Top.
Yeah,
it actually kind of worked.
Okay.
Probably upset about deep fakes. They don't want to get in trouble with that.
I don't think that they care.
I need it.
Hold on, I tried one and it didn't work. It has something off in it. Here we go. Here's the prompt over.
I wonder what Carrot Top's actual name is, because that might really work.
Scott Thompson.
I'm gonna put that next to Carrot Top and see what happens. I'll do both just to see what's better, if it knows Carrot Top or if it knows Scott Johnson.
I don't know if either of these ones. I got 4 in one. The hair is not big enough. I don't think. Here's
bigger hair.
Yeah, I need to say bigger hair. This is one that showed up. There's that one. They look a little bit too cartoony. Big hair. I need to say big hair. Or just big hair. Big hair. Oh, you had a quill in your hand too. Should have said quill in hand.
It's still not great with adding objects.
Yeah, you're right. It's not super great. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste a token.
A lot of times it'll just put the object anywhere.
This one's all bright.
It'll put the object in the hand, but then it'll put the hand on the other side of the thing.
It's a little bigger hair. Maybe it's still not big enough. I don't know. That's what Bing is doing. I feel like the one we've got for Riles is still like all right, but any one of these could work.
The one from Riles is like almost better. That's the best one I got.
This is that's Midjourney just overdoing it. Let's say Midjourney's like poo on your your Bing AI. I'm gonna do something super realistic, as if Caravaggio came to life and drew Riles for us.
It's funny though, because like I guess as an aesthetic, I like sometimes the softer, more cartoony take on characters and stuff. You know? Like,
Yeah. And Bing is all over the place. Sometimes it'll do weird cartoony things like these ones I put in, and sometimes it'll do stuff like this, like what you just did.
Yeah, one of the best things that I can do with Midjourney is take an image and have it describe that image and how it would make it as a prompt. And then I can take that text and verbiage and use it to then manipulate what else I want out of the image, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm. This is a good one. The one that you put, I think, is really good.
My God, AI art inbreeding.
They're all just
Farman.
I know. They're all just they're all the nobility from Europe. The medieval. They're all related to each other. That's why some of them have like 7 fingers and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's why they're all fucked up. They had like terrible diseases and like stuff that like no common people had because of.
Oh, and I'm just talking about AI. That's like why the AI have like 7 fingers and stuff.
I thought we were talking about the Europeans.
Well,
Both.
I think it's kind of poetic how the artists always say that hands are the hardest thing to draw, and AIs have the same trouble with hands that humans do.
Not so much anymore, man. They've gotten really good at them now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like somebody went in there and said, "Work on your hands, AI," and it was like, "Yes, sir."
Took it to the heart.
Yeah, look at all the hands on the ones on the Riles that Rob sent. They're all perfect.
The second one's a little weird. They're kind of bending funny.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Midjourney's
my finger's bend like that, but he just has hypermobility.
Midjourney's hands are bad until like you can select certain spots. So like if I wanted to keep doing the one I posted, I would like redo his bottom glove there until it looked like a better hand.
Both of them kind of need to be worked on. He almost looks like it looks like he's mimicking. It looks like he's mimicking your character. It looks like he doesn't have hands, just like gloves that are over
hands.
like meat. Like,
or he's got like weird rubber dildos that are like fist shaped.
Yeah.
I can never get the hands to come out right, which is probably why Garrison's picture always comes out fine.
Exactly, it's perfect. It was like I knew what I was doing.
Garrison is he's just a Midjourney screw up.
The first ones were horrific that I was coming up with. Every once in a while, Riles uses it. It's like that goblin one with the like stumps cut off.
Yeah. Was that in Midjourney?
Yeah.
God, how far it's come. I wonder what would happen if you put in the same prompt now for like that one with like this new style stuff that you've got.
Okay.
I don't know, but I want to try that where you have the AI describe a picture and then use that as the prompt and then just go back and forth and just see how messed up it keeps getting.
That's funny.
Because I used to do that with Google Translate. I would translate something, then translate it again, then translate it again, and just keep going back and forth.
We used to play a game
I apologize, everyone.
like that. Oh no. Oh, that's great. That one's like the horny bard.
It looks like he's like a mix of like Riles, Carrot Top, and Mozart.
I was thinking Prince.
Yeah,
Prince. There's a little Prince in there too.
Prince was a ginger. Like,
right. Oh my gosh.
There's a little bit of Prince in there, especially with that outfit.
The ascot,
Right?
the purple
It's the
shirt, and everything. Yeah,
It reminds me of
man.
what's the comic that did that whole bit on Chappelle. Chappelle did this whole skit when he had the Chappelle show about how he and his brother Charlie Murphy went to like hang out with Prince, and of course Chappelle is playing Prince, and he's wearing he literally is wearing like that. He's wearing like a purple outfit with like a giant ascot, and the whole story is how they go and Prince challenges the two of them to a game of basketball. And they're just laughing like, this guy's like 5 feet tall, like how is he gonna do anything with us? And like and the whole story is that he just trounces them in basketball, makes them look like total fools, and they play the whole thing out. If you've never seen the video, it is so funny.
Though, is it hard to make Chappelle look like a fool? Sorry, no, you don't need to answer that.
Well, no, because the thing is that the Chappelle show, this one was told. The story was told from the point of view of Charlie Murphy, who is Eddie Murphy's brother.
Yeah.
Who has been like he's kind of known, but only because he's also a bit of a comic, but he never blew up like Eddie Murphy did.
Pretty much only is known because of Chappelle's show.
He is. He's known because
I was in high
show.
school when it came out. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
No, the Illuminati didn't take him. Like they took.
Yeah, they did. But Charlie Murphy has got like these amazing stories. Like that was the whole bit. Like every time he was on Chappelle's show, he was telling these crazy stories of Hollywood because he was literally there, like for all these things. And when Eddie Murphy was at his height, Eddie Murphy always brought Charlie with him, like everywhere. They like he just saw these behind the scenes moments with other huge actors or singers or whatnot. But hey, for and I just noticed for once, Fern, one of the AI things actually came out pretty well for yours. The previous ones have been struggling, but this one actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
That one actually looks the most like Carrot Top as a halfling. Although, unfortunately, the proportions are way off. He looks like he's about 12 feet tall in that tavern. Some weird forced perspective going on.
Yeah.
The tables are super tiny.
They are. He's a halfling in a gnome tavern or something. All right. Okay. Are we ready to get going here? We should just retitle this whole thing like Hotel AI Barovia.
I know. We always start off with a healthy 30 minutes of talking about AI. I love it.
Jeez. It has taken over all of our lives. Okay. Back to Fantasyland. Back to the dark realm of Barovia. To the Vistoni camp outside of town, where you guys have come and returned this girl, Arabelle, who went missing, and the Vistani were looking for her. They'd come into town. You guys did this whole thing where you're like, well, maybe we'll go look for her. And you went and talked to the creepy toy guy in Mr. Binsky in town, who told you that she had come by to get a doll fixed, to get an eye put back on it, and that he had seen her heading off towards the lake. You guys went there, found creepy fisherman way out on the lake, just fishing there, and then evidence that he wasn't alone. Small footsteps went up a little area in the sand where it seems as if he had pulled his boat from. And then when you guys went out to go talk to him, he grabbed a sack that was in the boat, tossed it overboard, and you guys heard a little muffled scream as it went into the water. And Jareth dove in, became a dolphin, wild shaped into a dolphin, managed to rescue Arabelle from drowning. Reef shark, that's what it was, reef shark. And rescued Arabelle, brought her to the surface. The rest of you jumped on this guy in the boat, who didn't seem to be quite aware of what he was doing. He just kept saying over and over again that he wanted one fish, just wanted one.
Breeding in my hometown, but frowned upon in these parts.
You beat him up, you dragged him back to shore, and I can't remember what you guys did with him. Did you just leave him?
No, we took him back and had him whipped to death.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You brought him here. That's
That was
what
kind of dark.
around the forest.
dragged him along with you, and you turned him over to
I'm
the.
glad you forgot about that. That's good. I was feeling guilty as
Forgot
as
about
a
the
player.
torture scene.
Yeah, right.
You guys are trying real hard to forget about it, right?
As a character, didn't care. As a player, I was like, this is totally fucked up. It's like, this is useless. This poor guy has like a mental disability and we're just beating him.
Basically, yeah.
Garrison, don't give no Fs.
I can make a joke about how I'm from Texas and that doesn't matter, but I'll refrain.
Sorry.
Nice timing. All right, yeah, you turn this guy over, Ludo. You learned his name was. Turn him over to the Vistani, who took out their one of them, Lavash, who's the father of Arabelle. You're fairly certain whipped this guy to death. But nobody stuck around to find out exactly what happened there, because his brother, Aragol, took you to the treasure wagon. Said thank you for bringing this guy to us. And in the background, you're just hearing screams. Your reward. And he offers you guys something from the caravan. I can't remember exactly what you guys took. I think you just took gold, right? Or the electrum or something. You just took cold hard cash. And then afterwards, he'd offered you guys a place to stay here for the night because it was super late. But you decided not to take him up on that offer. But before you left, Arabelle had been talking to a couple members of the group about the dreams that she'd been having recently, and why it was that she went into town. She had two reasons. One because her doll had been damaged, but two, she had woken up kind of in the middle of the night and was disturbed by these dreams and just left camp. Found herself kind of wandering around Vallaki later on, and then because her doll had a missing eye, she went to Pinsky's and had it fixed, and then said that she had gone to the lake, and part of her dreams had sort of led her there. She didn't tell you what those were because we didn't have enough time, but now we do. And those that are, I think the rest of you, well, some of you had gone over to get this treasure. I think afterwards, once you guys had decided what to take, we'll assume that you headed back over to the wagon where Arabelle is hanging out. I'm just gonna grab you guys, all of you, bring you over here. As Arabelle heads back into the tent, likely to dispose of a body. All right.
It's awfully tight in here. You think we could outside?
You're outside.
Teasing.
You're not in the wagon. You're all standing around outside, and she's sitting on the stoop. Don't be a wise ass. Everybody come inside. And you're all in there like freaking clowns in a clown car.
Right. Our knees to our chests. Like, okay, getting up for it.
Arabelle tells you that she's been having strange dreams as of late, and there's a part of her dreams that seems to be repetitive. She keeps dreaming of a woman with green eyes, and she's seen this woman almost like reflected in like the surface of a pond or water or maybe even a lake. It's one of the reasons that she kind of ended up out at the lake, is because she kept seeing this image and it was rippling as if she was looking into a reflection. And at one point she had looked up and there was another image of this woman, but different. Still green eyes, still hair very similar, features very, very similar, but not quite the same person. The striking differences between the two mostly have to do with their clothes. The one that seemed a little bit more real to her was wearing sort of the common garb of any sort of Barovian, any Barovian woman from any of the villages, not Vistani, but like any of the common folk that might be from Vallaki or Kresk or any of the other places. You've only been to like two cities, so you don't really know like what the other ones are like, but the style is kind of all the same for the women. But the reflection seemed to have like a veil or something like over its face, and it didn't seem quite real to her. And at one point in her dreams, the part that disturbed her the most was witnessing these two sort of reflections sort of opposite each other. She remembered looking down at the one that was in the rippling sort of reflection, like the waters, and there was a sudden movement, like a dark movement that had reached forward, grabbed the head of this woman with green eyes that was wearing the veil, and had pulled it completely off, like her shoulders, like decapitating her. As like these dark sort of hands with claws had grabbed the head and just ripped. And that was the thing that sort of like woke her up, and she didn't want to go back to sleep after that. Now, this description that she's given you of a woman with green eyes with a veil, I don't know if you guys are catching the hints here, but this is very reminiscent of a woman that you have seen back in Kresk, if indeed it is a woman.
So yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, was she described the woman that we met for the dress that we're buying for as like green-eyed? I just couldn't remember. Yeah. So, what are your people? How do you read dreams? I know you can read cards, but what does that mean? Is that a good omen? A bad omen? Do you worry for that person?
She says, I'm too young to really know what any of these mean. I don't know if the woman with the veil is in danger, or if the other woman is the cause of it, or if it's something else, or if both of them are in danger. I don't know. I've never had formal training. My grandmother died before she had the chance to teach me too much, other than to realize that sometimes a dream is just a dream, and if they are other people, that sometimes there's nothing that can be done. If they are dreams of the Vistani, then yes, I would take them to my father and to my uncle. And I would let their wisdom, guide events. But I don't have too many dreams of our people.
Okay. Well, this might line up with something that we're after, but it might not mean anything at all, and I don't think it's worth getting worried over. But your talent to read cards seems to be a rare thing, and they call you a seer. I don't know if we'll need your help again, but would you be willing to if we can't understand a card that they keep pulling from the decks? I'm really, really confused about the whole thing, like why everybody's deck's different, but they all mean different things. But that's why you do that, and I do this.
The decks, sometimes the meanings can only be read by those that really understand them. Like they said, they called me a seer. Well, you've already mentioned another that you have met, Madame Eva. She is the most ancient amongst us and the best at reading cards. If you really wanted an accurate reading, I would take it to her, if you know where she is.
Without your grandma, would you ever consider learning under her, or finding a way
Eva?
or any other Vistani? I'm not sure how it works. It seems like there's different pockets of you guys, and to be honest with you guys here, a little bit sad compared to the other people we met. Seem to have a little bit more frivolity,
Our clan here has been given a very particular purpose, which keeps us here. Keeps many of us from wandering, which is our nature. But we have been given a task by the Lord of the Land, and my father and his uncle, they take it seriously. To abandon this task would be to risk his wrath, and no one wants that.
Oh, I understand. But I don't know, maybe like the lineage of your people and what you do, it might be worth you kind of seeking out more of what you currently have powers of. It takes a lot to be special in this world, and clearly you have something.
He smiles a little sadly and says, unless my father and uncle allow it, I believe I will end up here until I am old enough to go on my own. But I think that they also rely on my dreams, as I am the only one here that has them.
Even more of a reason for maybe one day they help make you even stronger at what you're doing. It's a hard time now, I get it, but hopefully things don't stay this way forever. Any of the rest of you guys have any questions about these dreams or anything? You guys holding the cards? He's like looking at Bim and Jareth, like, maybe she can give you some pointers. Maybe there's like a user's manual. I don't know.
She'll tell you, outsiders rarely understand the cards fully. And even if I did teach you everything I knew, you would need to have the talent to really understand it, and I have never met an outsider that does.
I'm still would love to learn.
You are. But your ability to learn and decipher will be limited.
Understand, but you never know. Maybe I do have some kind of ability, or maybe I'll just learn the basics.
Just be wary. Whatever you think these cards read, they may help you, but they may deceive you.
Mm-hmm.
If you need guidance, of course I will read for you again if you need it. But you should, if you do return seeking that guidance, you should go to my father or to Aragal first. Ask permission. That would be the correct thing to do.
Speaking of permission, do we need permission to talk to the guys in the camps here? Like the ones that they're protecting, they have a special name that I'm blanking on.
The elves here?
Yeah.
She says, I would not go on your own. I would ask Luvash or Aragal.
Okay, good to know.
All right. Anybody else have anything else for her?
Nope.
I mean, since she's here, another card.
You gonna pull another card?
Yeah. That way I don't properly, misinterpret it. Because she's there.
All right. Let me go to the randomizer.
Hey, Jareth, what happens if you pull all the cards? Does everything come true at once?
I don't know.
And you tempt fate.
Doesn't that piss off the tarot gods if you pull more than one at a time?
And the meanings mean they can become quickly meaningless. She has you hold the cards. She touches them and asks you to draw one at random. And when you do, the card that comes up is the ghost. And she tells you, the ghost, the looming past, the return of an old enemy, or maybe the discovery of something buried long ago. Is there someone that you are seeking in town, perhaps? Garrison, this is like a punch in the gut to you. Return of an old enemy. You just feel like shit.
Yep, definitely not me looking for anyone coming to town tonight. Totally not. Wouldn't want that to blow my cover.
She says she warns you to be careful that this old enemy may already be aware of you.
Did you tell him?
He looks at you. No, of course not. I don't even know who it is.
Okay. Well, I appreciate this and don't, because now I'm anxious. I was excited, now I'm anxious.
That often happens when a card is pulled from the deck.
Yeah, I don't like the cards. I don't have hands. I can't even pull the cards. My agency, it's gone.
You can always tap one with like your nose or something.
Oh. No, I'm good. That one creeped me out.
Strap a stick to your hand with a little gun at the end.
Yeah, so, Gareth, what does a ghost mean to you?
I honestly don't think it means anything to me.
So you're saying the card pull was useless?
For me, but maybe one of us.
I didn't pull it. Oh, this is like everything. You pull a card, now we're all affected.
I think so.
Is that how this works? He looks at Ad.
Arabelle gives a little bit of a shrug. She says, it could be for him, could be for any of you, could be for all of you. Could be that this enemy is one that maybe even Prince here doesn't know is an enemy. Could be an enemy they've never met.
Like cholesterol, the silent killer.
He just booted himself with a bad joke.
Good job, Brian. Good job.
Good job, Brian. Good job. I hope you're watching the YouTube. All right. Anything else? She says, I am pretty tired now. It's very late, and I should go to bed. And you should probably get back to town.
I hope he knows he was booted.
He's just still talking. No, he probably knows. Welcome back, Brian.
My Discord did something weird.
Were you watching us on YouTube?
No.
Could just followed along there.
Well,
don't go back. We were talking shit.
That's good. I don't want to know. I'm so in the meta that I. So what would happen last?
What happened last is that she said that right after you were talking, she said that she was tired and that she wanted to go to bed and that you should head back to town.
Perfect.
But if you wanted to talk to this guy, I mean, it is the middle of the night. She said you should also talk, to her, get permission, basically. first, but it is also very late.
We can come back for that. But like, I feel like I'm having like a fever dream or something. Wasn't there like somebody mentioned the guy that's in there was like the leader of the revolution against Strahd?
Yeah. No, you're not having a stroke.
Right.
She says that the guy in the one of the she says that there's one here, the elder of these. Hold on a second, let me give you the right name for them.
I think you gave me his name.
Oh, I did. His name is Casimir Velikov, but the name of he is a he's an elf. But I want to give you the correct name for the elves here. They're dusk elves, is what they're called. And yes, they had tried to. Well, it's claimed that they betrayed Strahd in some way, but it has more to do with one of the elves back in the day who it was in some sort of relationship with him. Something that conflicted with like his ex-wife or something like that. And what happened was Strahd blamed all of them for whatever this drama was and murdered all of the female elves, leaving only the male elves trapped here in Barovia. Oh. And they've been, for the last few hundred years, stuck living in these hovels under the watch of the Vistani. And Casimir Velikov, he was the leader of the Dusk Elves at the time, still is. He's the oldest of them. And he's still in town. Like the rest of the Dusk Elves are sent out to kind of look for Arabelle. There's a weird sort of synergy that's happening here. Like the elves are technically prisoners of the land, and they've been brought here into this sort of like open camp with the assumption that they're not going to cause trouble. Like you can live out your lives peacefully here in this camp for all eternity, and the Vistani will keep an eye on you. Doesn't seem as if the Vistani have been given the role of like jailer, but rather more like watchers. Like you don't know what would happen if like these guys decided to just run off. But from what Arabelle is telling you, there's no place to really run off to. So they must live like this doomed experience to like. Strahd's like, you guys are, elves live like, hundreds and hundreds of years, but you're never gonna have any more children. You're never gonna you're gonna die out, and you're gonna live here trapped in this place until you all die of old age.
And that was the punishment, or for whatever happened back in the day. Yeah. So
whatever happened was not fully revealed to you.
Yeah, but obviously Casimir, I would be passionate about possibly if we decide to go against. If all you're doing is sitting there and waiting on death for centuries, you might be willing to give us some help if we wanted it.
Yeah, this guy like Casimir has been around for a long, long time, longer than anybody else you've met, and can probably tell you some stories.
That's what I figured. So I don't want to do it tonight because it's the middle of the night and we have now a scary ghost man to deal with. But it is, I think, important for us to come back here.
Alrighty.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Agree with the agree.
All right. So we leave the little girl, and then Garrison wants to have a huddle outside of this camp. Guys.
Is this where you plan on looting?
Well, no. We can't raid this camp. But the 12-fingered man, he's coming to town. And when he does, I plan to get him before he gets here.
Nazos walking by with a rucksack. We can't?
I don't know.
You jokers.
We might need these people's help. Don't take their stuff. So he's like, but really, I really want to get this guy. My plan was to get him. This way I could have hands again, and maybe cool hands that could play lutes and stuff. But now this little girl's got me freaked out.
We're at the camp, right? Let me get my token over here.
Think I'm being overzealous here?
Maybe a bit.
Where's Nathan running back into camp? What are you doing?
I mean, we're in the camp, right? Or
well, I just moved everybody. So maybe you didn't up. You're up on the road. You might need to reload multiple.
There we are.
Yeah. You're up at the edge of camp, so I'll just put you over here.
I'm really just asking if you guys would help me kill this guy and take his hands. Because it looks like I'm going to need lots of help now. I was hoping I could just kind of get him. Maybe me and one of you. Naz probably was game to kill this guy, so I figured at least we could do it. But now if he knows we're coming, I might need a light.
I don't know if taking his hands is really going to work out well, but
The guy, what do you mean? The priest, the cleric in the other town that we owe, he said that he could put the hands on me if we got him. What are you talking about?
he's not entirely right in the head, as far as I can tell.
We've traveled for days to get a wedding dress for his corpse bride.
I'm
And
aware.
Now it's not okay to trust him?
Oh, I knew he was full of shit all along. I was just going along with it because I thought it was funny.
Just saying, why does Coraline get to get it, but I can't even have hands?
Oh my word.
All right, so you're a maybe. All right, what about the rest of you guys? Are you willing to help me get some hands?
Hey, I'm always up for a good dismemberment.
Yes, knew it. Fantastic. I'd give you a high five, but that'll be tomorrow.
You have my one-liners. I don't know. Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, all right. Prince?
God, this makes whatever Jared's saying sound so
Right?
much more dramatic.
Yeah. It's just boom. You hear the sound of
music.
the bells of the church in the distance, and Jared just stands there quietly because
You
he's
just hear the dunk, and then no, it's the dunk, and then it's like, oh, that too. That means yes.
Is that a sign?
Jareth, was there any response from Jareth at all?
I will always be there to help you if we are under attack. I still don't feel comfortable going after them.
Okay, well, you're going to get uncomfortable. What I'm saying is, are you going to help me or not? You know what I mean? Things are going to be uncomfortable, and I'm definitely going to be attacking him. So, like, that whole thing of us being attacked is kind of out the window. So are you going to participate in the assassination of this man for his hands or not?
I will be there if you need help.
All right, well, that's most of us. Timothy ran away, so I'm assuming that's a yes. I think he got a head start. How about you, Gretch?
I'll be there to help you. I feel like there's probably a better way of going about this than. Oh well.
Well, if I kill him in the town, people are going to know, then it's going to be a whole thing. Izzy's not going to like me anymore. It's going to ruin our friendship. If I kill him out of the town and just take his hands, who knows what happens? It's a dangerous place out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just feel like this might be my only shot. Because what if he plays a sweet concert and then you guys all really like him, and then you don't want me to take his hands?
Okay, that part's not gonna happen.
You say
No.
that, but you guys are fucked up. You're as mean. You don't care about my feelings.
Garrison,
That is not true.
Garrison, I have that same fear. The main reason I think that we really got to take this guy out is, we take him out, and then there's just Brictavia left, and then if I take him out, I'm the only entertainer here. There'll be no competition. I'll have a total monopoly on comedy and everything.
Yes, that's right. They'll have to like you, otherwise they get nothing.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think that's your worst joke yet, Riles.
I don't think he's kidding. Plus, I
don't-
could back him up with crazy loot if I had the hands.
Oh my word.
All right, my one issue, though, guys, is I don't know where he is. And supposedly he's really magical. But my plan was just kind of wait in the woods by the road, a little bit out of the gates, and this is where I was hoping you'd come in and maybe help me find him in more accurately, or I don't know. My plan, this is it. This is as far as I got.
Just use yourself as bait. That's what you got.
Well, I was going to jump out of the woods and get him, you
Oh.
know, when he was walking to town thinking like, I'm going to go play this, and I'm like, God, you know?
Like, yeah, I guess like
Like an
highway
ambush.
bandits. Yeah.
That's right. We should all wear
Like
masks.
an ambush.
Yeah,
No.
we should wear masks.
Isn't that what villains do?
Are we the bad guys?
We're not the bad guys.
This whole place is bad, guys. What do you mean? We run a church. How could we be bad?
We.
Do you want an honest answer to that question? I'd be happy to give it to you.
Are we looking for real world examples? Oh boy.
All right. Well, so current plan is camp out about 2, maybe 3 miles outside of the road. Hopefully at a spot where he would come through. And then we jump out of the woods and get him.
Do you even know where he's coming from?
No, God, I
Do you
don't.
even know that he's not already in town?
No, I don't have a clue. This is what I'm saying. This is why.
You have a couple clues.
Well, we were in town and he wasn't.
No, the one clue was just given to you right now by Arabelle. She said that your enemy may already know that you're here.
But that doesn't mean he's in town. It just might mean he knows that we're here and he's coming.
That is true. Let's go out to the big map. Let's go to the map of Vallaki. Let me show you that this might be trickier than you think.
Rob, I expect 0%, like 1 out of a haystack, of us actually being able to sit in the woods and this guy walk past us. You know what I mean?
Greater chance of something else coming across you in the woods.
This is why I'm bringing it up to our group where maybe one's like, well, I have a locate person. Or
I just love that nobody else is like everybody else is like, okay. Like this is a good idea.
Well, we've got nothing else to do.
No.
I've literally got nothing to do until the festival. So whatever you guys want to do, I'm game.
There are 2 roads that go into Vallaki. There's the eastern road and the western road. The old Svalich road goes right through town and then out the other side. There's another road that goes to the lake, but that only goes to the lake and it doesn't go to any other place. If we go to the larger map, here we go. We can get rid of these boats. Again. See, those are the 2 roads. Here's them 2 roads where you guys bumped into him recently. I believe was where the heck was it? When was the last time you bumped into him? That was back over here, wasn't it? No, it was over here on the Kresk Road, over near Kresk. Is when you guys bumped into him with a bunch of werewolves that you've now been told by the leader of the werewolves that that this guy is not in charge of them, and like he whatever deal he had with those other group, like he's kind of pissed about it, and he's offered to help you. So don't forget that. Garrison made a deal with what was his name again? With Kirill Staryanovich, the leader of the werewolves.
Yeah. That's right.
Right, so back to Vallaki.
Rob, would Gretchen know that the spell Regenerate exists?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super
Okay.
high level spell.
Yeah, super high level. The abbot doesn't know. Isn't 13th level, is he?
The abbot was able to raise the dead. He's got some powers. He's able to build a person from body parts, whatever that means. He seems to believe that he has the power to restore. If he can raise the dead, then how much harder would it be to restore hands?
I think he could handle it.
Yeah, if he can cast that spell, then he can do it without having the 12 fingers.
But he didn't say that he could. He said that he could give Garrison hands, just like he had, given what's her face his
That
doll
was weird,
like limbs.
corpse crafting stuff.
And when Garrison had said, I'll go get this guy's hands, the abbot said, okay. He was fine with it. Because he
Like
said
I said,
that he was...
the abbot's not all there.
Hey, you want to know what my wisdom is?
17.
You want to know what my
17.
intelligence is?
I think we know what it is.
Also 17.
Ooh,
Minus 10. Or 9.
Garrison is all in. this sounds like a perfect plan. He gets his hands back. He gets not his hands, but better hands. He gets revenge on this guy that screwed him up. You know, like he's in. You know, this is why he asked you guys if he was being overzealous and if this plan's gonna work. And 80% said, yeah, we're going for it. So now I need you guys' help. Where's he gonna be? There's 2 roads in. We could ask the wolves. You want me to call my buddies?
That's another thing. I mean, I'd really wish you'd let someone help you with that.
What do you mean help?
You know what? Never mind. Yeah, maybe we should call your buddies. Ugh. Gretchen's just shaking her head, like, what is going on?
You guys want to team up with the werewolves?
You've already made a deal with them.
Yeah.
They said that they would help you.
Yeah. Well, that's the plan. So Garrison's.
They said that they would be around.
So Garrison's gonna do some howls. Oh!
Just in the middle of the road on the way back to
the
lackey.
He's gonna try to summon his homies.
What exactly are you saying, Garrison?
I don't know. I told him I would howl for him, and if I ever heard them howling, I would come and help them.
Oh, I see. Okay. Forget I asked.
You howl along the road, or as you guys are headed back to this Valich road. I'm assuming you're maybe still along this path somewhere when you're doing this. You tell me.
I think we would be off the path, but yeah.
Like you mean Garrett's would go off the path?
Well, like if we were trying to meet up with my homies, the werewolves, I wouldn't want to do it in the middle of the road. You know?
Right. Well, here. Let me show you where you are on the map at the moment. You're over on the left-hand side here on this little side path that goes to the Vistani camp, which is down here. So, do you want to head back and like across the road and like the woods over here or something like that? Is that what you're thinking about?
These are good. Just anywhere that's covered. That's like, you know, like so we could have taken this trail back. You know what I mean? Like wherever that's not just like, hey, look at that. There's a group of 15 werewolves and those guys just chilling in the middle of Main Street. You know?
Right. Okay. So Garrison starts howling in the middle of the night. Let's see what happens here. How long do you keep this up for?
How long is the walk?
Probably only about 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Well, then 10 to 15 minutes.
Or maybe even less than that. You're only about... you're about half a mile or so from the gates. Maybe it takes a little bit longer by going through these paths. But you howl like the whole time the way back, but you don't get any response. No answer. No one shows up. No pack of wolves comes at your call.
Well, that's fucked up. Luckily, you guys are my pack.
When you do get back to the walls, the gates have been closed. And you can see guards on these little guard towers that are kind of looking over the edge with crossbows at the ready. Someone heard your wolf stuff, and they're not happy about it.
Hey guys, there's wolves out there. Let us in.
Oh no, we heard the wolves! You're on your own! They call down to you.
You would do that? You would just let us sit out here?
Oh, you're wolves.
How the hell would I be a wolf? You know me, dude. You were at
the night. It is past the witching hour. We are not fools.
All right. Well,
did you not hear the wolves?
When does the timer reset before it's the beginning of before the witching hour?
Mid-morning. When the light rises. Right now it's like super, super dark.
Come on, man. Just let us in.
The guards are like, no, fuck you. We heard wolves.
But it's just wolves, dude. We walked all the way through the woods. They didn't bite us.
That's what a wolf would say.
What? You speak to wolves? I thought that was the prince's thing.
Who? What prince?
This prince. Jareth, can you tell him to let us inside?
You pointing at Jareth? And one of the guards is like, are you a wolf speaker?
I can speak to animals.
Does that include wolves?
Well, wolves are an animal, so yes.
Not all wolves are animals, especially not here. Be gone with you, wolf speaker.
Would you like me to tell the burgomaster you didn't let us in? He's expecting us at the party tomorrow.
Well, that is tomorrow, not today. Not
And
this
if we
evening.
did not have a good sleep beforehand, who do you think I'm going to blame?
Do you think I care? I don't. I care about this town. I don't know who you are. You say you're a prince, but he says you speak with wolves, and we heard wolves howling out there, and we don't know you.
He's.
That's it.
Let's-
Load them up.
Nope, let's leave these poor guards alone. They're just doing their job.
Yeah, you guys suck. We're just gonna go to the other gate. See ya. And the garrison starts walking along here where there's another gate in town.
This guard yells down to me, go send someone to the other gate.
Oh, it's a race. Foot race. Foot race. Down the fence. They took my hands, not my feet.
This guy here, like, he lights a little beacon torch. And as you're running down towards the other gate, you see another torch light. And when you get there, there's another guard. Who was closing the gate.
Hey, that guy lit the torch and told you to hold the gate, to let us in.
No, that is not the signal.
How do you know? It's just a torch. What are the different signals?
It's the common signal that there's a torch and a warning that we close the gates. He's lighting his own torch right now.
Damn
You
it.
see another
All right.
one light down. You start looking to the right, you see there's another gate. And the torch lights up there as well.
Oh, damn it. Oh. Okay, hold on, guys.
Sorry, Garrison.
Is there anything else following Garrison?
We're screwed, guys. We're sleeping out here in the woods. Their system is unbreakable. I've never seen something so intelligent.
Might not have been the wisest thing to howl like a wolf for the last 5 minutes as you were walking back to town.
This place is filled with wolves. They eat wolves. Why is that nervous to them? Like,
Because it's 1 in the
they hear
morning.
them every night. You hear wolves every night. Like,
But this is like super close, right next
Yes.
to the gate.
you guys are just too
And then
zoomed in.
strangers come from the direction of the wolves.
They're 1,000 feet away in the night at minimum.
You guys are now stuck outside the lackey, unless you want to climb the wall or sneak in somehow, which you probably could do.
No, that's fine. We'll just stay out here and die. Thank you, guards.
If it'll get us in, I can kill him for you.
The prince?
Don't you
Not
threaten
his
us!
fault.
Wait,
We have
Not you, not you, the
crossbows, and we're
wolf
not
guy.
afraid to use them, and they're tipped with silver, just
All right,
in
if I-
case.
If I stab myself with the silver thing, will you let us in?
No,
you shouldn't do that.
Why not?
Well, I don't want to say.
Because you're an airwolf, A.
What? What do you guys say? They're never going to let us in now.
what was that? What is it? I don't know. It sounded like pig Latin.
Ig Latin A.
Ig Latin Bay. I'm not proficient in that language.
What do we do now?
Now you sleep in the woods at dark, or you sneak over the walls.
Do you want to just walk back to the camp and talk to the dark elf, see what he's doing?
Well,
No.
maybe we
Okay,
could
fine. We'll sleep.
stay in the Vistani camp.
We're sleeping here. And if the 12-fingered man shows up, I'm going to stab him in the stomach.
You look over at these there's a few buildings that are outside here, and as this is happening, you just hear shutters like closing and locking.
Sorry, citizens. We'll be sleeping on the streets because the other people that you call guards don't want us to be safe.
You hear
cares?
old man somewhere in one of the houses, go away!
We're trying, but they won't let us in, so we're stuck. Blame that guy.
They wouldn't let us in either.
I know. This place sucks.
Hey, you guys just going to camp out on the road right in front of town?
I'm just gonna meditate.
The garrison's
All right.
going to lean against the gate until they open it.
I thought we were going back to the Vistani camp.
We could do that. It's right there.
Like 15 minutes
These
away.
guys don't even want to talk to us at night. You think that guy's going to talk to us at night?
Yeah, they were talking
Well-
to us earlier at night. Weren't they?
It's like,
It's only been about 15 minutes.
Yeah. It was,
all right.
he probably told us, like...
Maybe 20 by the time Garrison was running down the side of the wall trying to get it the other way.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go back talk to the elves. Oh!
Will you
Garrison starts
knock it
making little
off?
noises as we walk back.
A bolt comes flying your direction. AC 18.
Oh, perfect.
Actually, I got to roll with disadvantage. They have a disadvantage for the range. AC 16.
I think that might hit me. Oh, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
Oh, wait, I don't think so. 16.
Is it just
Darn.
the one arrow?
Is it AC 16? Does that hit you?
No, I'm 16. You're 13.
Yeah, but I didn't add their bonus. They have a +3.
Oh, you hit me? Yes. Haha.
Heavy crossbow bolt hits you for 10 points of damage.
Is it silvered? What does it do?
It is silvered, and it hurts you
What
for
happened?
10 points of damage.
Well, what happens to Garrison? He's got
To
wolves.
Garrison, it hurts.
That's it. He
It doesn't
turn
you turn into a
shrub
werewolf and lose your
or-
shit unless you want to.
There is now a Garrison with an arrow sticking out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Puck! Why did you shoot me?
A quarrel.
He was turning! It was turning!
Turning
Something else.
what? Now I'm turning around. I'm gonna shove this arrow so far up your.
Okay. We can just take care of that real fast. It's fine. It's like it never even happened.
At least he's a decent shot.
Do that! Shoot
See,
you
it's
again.
like it never even happened. It's fine.
Look, it's like he couldn't do it anything.
Another bolt comes flying your way, but it misses totally. That was a big shot!
We're leaving. I get it. Okay. Yeah, you guys only like us in the daytime when we give you free drinks. It's cool.
Yes, we're moving. Look, we're going fast. We're walking fast.
Oh.
So you're far enough away that they don't shoot you. But yeah, you freaked out the locals. Jareth, are you staying behind?
Manamarco is, Nazatha is, that he's looking up. So anyway, now that I've chased off the riffraff for you, you might have let me in?
No! And they point their crossbow at you.
I love it.
Away!
What? I'm not with them.
Yes, you are! You fucked up with them! You were speaking with them just a moment ago. And we don't know you strange old man. And you could have sworn someone mentioned something about an old man on a snake they saw crossing the road earlier this night. Was that you?
Well, that depends. What is your reaction towards the old man and the snake?
That is extremely disturbing to happen in the middle of the night.
Then it wasn't me.
They confer with each other real quick. I don't believe you!
Well, fine. I'll just take my millions of gold elsewhere.
You don't have millions of gold.
And you'll never know that, will you?
It's all right. I'd rather have my life than millions of gold. Be gone! Yes. Wherever that snake is, take it with you. It still comes back to, all right, so everybody is heading to this thing, but Jareth, we haven't heard from you. Are you going with the rest of the group?
I thought we were staying, so I started moving towards a tree to climb it and meditate.
Well, this is as you were heading towards the tree, Garrison started howling and they shot him, and now everybody else is leaving and going back to the camp to the south.
Can I roll perception to see if I've noticed that?
You would notice it. They were shouting from like 100
okay.
feet away.
Just yelling and bolts
Yeah.
being fired and.
Where the hell is everybody going?
I mean, how long have you been traveling with us? You're not used to this by now?
I thought we were staying there.
Guys, I know I can be.
We all did.
This was that guy's fault. This had nothing to do with us.
Well, are we staying in the forest? Because I don't mind climbing up into a tree and meditating.
Well, we were thinking, why don't we go talk to, the leader of the Dark Elves, see what he knows. Maybe he could tell us about like the Baba Yaga hut or the crystals or everything else that's going on in this place.
Or we could just go camp at the Vistani camp and then talk to him in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really that tired. I'm a little angst up now that I got a arrow in the leg.
Yeah, but I thought we already said no to staying there. Are they going to let us in now?
I don't know. Can we just sleep here then?
That's what I was saying.
All right, I'm with you, Jared.
All right, camping out in the little woods here on the trail between Vallaki and the Vistani Gate.
Climb
That
in a
seems
tree.
like the
I'm
most
gonna
dangerous
meditate.
option. No?
Well, I mean, at this point, the guards in the walls will probably shoot us in our sleep if we're in sight. So
Yeah.
It's okay. I got shield.
This is close enough to the road that maybe I'll see the bard come in.
All right, you camp in the trees right off the path. I think, unless Riles is really against it. Sounds like Riles was the only one who's really like, this is a bad idea.
No.
Gretchen fully thinks it's a bad idea too.
All right, but do you protest to the point where, like, no, we're not resting here, or do you?
No.
I think Gretchen and I would just sleep back to back. And like,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, with giggles, just.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Let's see if anything weird happens at night.
At night.
Those guards just rolled a random encounter with werewolves.
Were we the random encounter?
Yes, you were. Adventurers arrive, and you mistake them for werewolves. All right, hold on. So nighttime random encounters. Do.
Kind of proud of that guy, though. He ran his mouth. He had a good shot, you know?
He got you good in the butt.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, it's a good guard.
Oh, holy shit, this will be funny. Hold on a second.
No, the DM he thinks it's funny is not good.
Do we at least get a short rest in before this encounter?
Let's see.
No.
I want my wild shaves back.
We should have
yes.
thought that before we
You will.
pissed off the guard.
Plus,
You'll get at least a short rest
for
as you
you
get settled
guys
in the
is a
camp.
long rest for me.
What? No, it doesn't work like that. A short rest is 1 hour. Your meditation is 4, but you still need 8 hours to be considered a long rest.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
You just don't need to sleep like a human would.
Yeah, you can be like guarding during your rest. It's just it has to be restful. You can't be doing stuff.
Second here.
Well, I don't think I need anything from the long rest anyways. It's just a short rest.
You gotta be popping some spells then, bro. Next time, cast Fireball on the boat with the girl.
Oh, yeah.
I'll solve this real quick. Skip this whole chapter.
I hadn't wild shaped in forever, so that's why I went that route.
That's easy.
No,
It
but
was perfect.
seriously, I probably would have done spell, but I just had not wild shaped in forever. I'm thinking, what am I doing? I get these back on a short rest. I know there's only 2, but
Well,
have some
that-
fun.
We never would have caught the boat or her if you didn't wild shape.
Yeah, that was
Like, if you weren't a fish type thing, that girl was going to be at the bottom of the water.
like
All right.
that's a harsh encounter.
Okay. An odd thing happens later that night. Just as morning is arriving, you guys start your long rest. It's like 1:30 in the morning or something like that. So, like, you're not really going to be fully done until, about 9. Which means that the light starts coming up maybe around 7. Like, you can see a little bit of the mists in the woods get a little bit brighter. You can see a little bit further. And as the gloom begins to depart, let's get everybody to roll a d20. We don't have like a camping order, so Jareth is going to be up because he's already done at this point. This is still a couple hours before daybreak, or before like you guys your rest is done.
So we're just rolling d20.
Yeah. Jareth didn't need to roll this. This is for those who
Oh.
Does anybody else need less than the normal 8 hours for rest.
I think hobbits need, full 12, but
Yeah, I need beauty rest.
yeah.
They already have their 11s and they're before lunch and then they're after
Mhm.
breakfast, and they need 12 hours.
It's a hard life being a halfling.
It's a hard luck life. All right. Those that rolled really low, the two lowest, are actually like asleep at this time. The others are either awake or on watch or something like that. I'm going to skip this track, go to the next one, change up music a little bit.
I think Riles is the only one above a 10.
Gretchen's
and
really
the-
tired.
It's just the two lowest, so it's going to be Gretchen and Garrison are asleep at this time, but looks
Also,
like
Is that
Riles
Zizzy?
and
What's
Hmm?
Zizzy doing there?
Oh yeah.
Where?
That profile photo is
Yeah.
in the
It's
roll.
weird.
Oh,
When
in
I
roll
got-
20? You just
Yeah.
haven't changed it in roll 20 then.
Yeah. that's-
Well, I did, because look up when I cast Cure Light on...
But that's from
that's from D&D.
yeah.
That is from
Huh.
D&D Beyond. Yeah, so you got to log out in roll 20 to change your you can't be on a map in a game. You have
Okay.
to be in, your settings. It's annoying.
Yeah, there's two different icons. I think that it uses the one from D&D Beyond, and I guess if you're rolling from your character sheet. Weird. How weird is that?
Well,
So
It's fine. I almost never roll from this anyway.
I think this is going to be Nazoth and Riles and Jareth are awake at this time. When the fog begins to lighten, you see a figure kind of moving through the fog. It takes you maybe a second, you can't quite, it seems to kind of come and go, and it's right at the edge. It's like walking down that path that you guys were on, headed towards Villaki. And then it kind of stops, and it looks like this hooded figure, and it seems almost like a little bit transparent, or maybe part of the mist. It seems to kind of come and go. Let's get a religion check from those that are awake. That's going to be Lucky, Nazoth, and Jareth.
You said religion?
Yeah, religion.
Hey,
Jeez.
I'm trained in it now, baby.
Now that's maybe not really fully paying attention, but Nazoth, there's something very weird about this Nazoth to you. You're
Sitting on
looking
a
at
stump,
this.
just crocheting something that isn't there, but I noticed this.
Right. You kind of look up, and you do a little bit of a double take, though. Nazoth rolled a 7 on this thing. Okay. Nazoth, when you see it, you're staring at this, and you're like, holy shit, is that your master? It looks like your master is walking down the road. Like your patron.
Ah,
You
hell.
recognize the robes, sigils along the hood. It's kind of down and low. He's carrying this long staff in one hand. And you wonder if you're just dreaming at the moment. What the hell? You've seen visions of him before, but never since you've come here. He turns kind of slowly, seemingly noticing your camp, and then starts to approach. But as he does, with every other step, he seems to sort of vanish into the mist. And then when he reappears, he's not coming in a straight line. He appears from behind a tree as he steps closer, and then vanishes into the mist again. Steps behind another tree, doesn't come out the other side, and then a little swirl eddies in the mist, and he's suddenly standing a lot closer. Jareth and Riles, you both realize you don't recognize this. First of all, you don't recognize this in the same way that Nazoth does. This just seems like some weird robed dude with a staff coming closer. You two realize that he's semi-transparent. Part of this bush that he walks by doesn't move at all. When he passes through it, normally the leaves would kind of move, and as somebody stepped by, but it doesn't happen with this. And you realize that this you think is some sort of a spirit or a ghost.
Ah, shit, it's Nazoth Prime.
What?
The only time he shows up is when I screw things up.
Nazoth Primer?
Nazoth Prime. Remember how I said my patron was a alternate universe version of me, a far more powerful version? Yeah, that'd be Nazoth Prime. Or at least that's what I call him. He just calls himself Nazoth.
Right.
He steps closer. Nazoth, as you're saying that, he kind of pauses, stops for a moment, and then reaches a hand up to pull this hood away. And it's at that point that Jareth and Riles realize that this figure looks a lot like Nazoth, but older and grayer. And there's a sort of a hollowness in its eyes, as if like its eyes are just permanently in shadow. You, it says, and it points towards Nazoth. You sent me here.
Wait, what? No.
You sent me here to die.
You sent me here.
Nice reverse.
Traitor.
What? No.
It starts drifting closer to Nazoth. And it seems to be like, now that you watch it, like every couple steps, it seems to almost float above the ground.
Can I walk over to Naz and cast protection from evil and good?
Sure.
That might hurt me, though.
Not if you're casting protection from good. It does both things. It doesn't do like one or the other. It's literally sort of like and the evil and good part is not so much about your alignment, and it's about, fiendish, celestial, undead stuff, spirits.
Plainer
like
things, yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Jareth, but if this is the real Nazoth Prime, we may as well bend over and spread them. If it's an apparition, then we might have.
Jareth, as you cast this spell, it looks towards you suddenly and says, "Petty spells will not stop me. I will have a body, and it will be his." And as you've cast this spell, it raises a hand and begins casting a spell of its own. What is at this point? Everybody else is starting to come awake because people aren't being super quiet in the camp. So let's get real quick. Everybody roll a perception check. That's asleep, and that's going to be Garrison. That's going to be Gretchen, I think.
Bimothy, presumably.
And Bimothy, I'm just going to say, it's just like, and runs off.
Classic Bim.
Because I don't want to play his
Poor
character.
Bim, no.
He's hiding under his blanket, pretending to be asleep.
I'm glad he at least went back to camp. Perception.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
Garrison sleeps with his eyes open.
Of course he would.
Hey, Naz and Riles, what's your passive? Just because it's not listed.
It should be listed, but if it's not, it's like it's 12.
Also 12.
Okay. Yeah, you both got your AC in the name thing, but not your passive.
You have our AC, but no PP. Need to add our PP.
You no PP? No PP for your uncle?
It's such a terrible. But it's what it is.
No peep peep.
No PP. No
Okay,
TP for your bunghole.
I put my PP in 420.
How big is your PP?
It's not the biggest, but it is above average at 12.
It's
Mine's-
pass per.
Mine's only a
pass
9.
per.
Only a 9?
Yeah.
9.
9.
9.
This music I put on seems to be perfect.
It's-
Just creepy ghost stuff in the background.
I swear the cackles are timed perfectly. It's awesome.
Hold on one second here. Did not expect that we would have to get this far enough. I'm going to put a map up because I think you guys deserve one.
I hope I did the right thing.
Hold on a moment. Do this right here. Just 1 second, I have to adjust the map. All right, I'm going to bring you guys to a new map here real quick, and I think we got to roll initiative because this is getting crazy.
Yeah.
All right, here's our new map. You guys are up the side. I'm going to split you up just a little bit. You're not really on the grid or anything, so we'll do something like this. Just kind of moving Bimfield, put over there. Paralysis, maybe right there. That looks like that. And here is our little ghosty figure. It's over on the road. There we go.
Little ghosty figure. Nas Prime, he's here to kill us all.
Oh, he won't kill us.
Oh, well, that's good.
Just turn us into revenants or something.
He'll make us envy the dead.
Ooh.
Could he fix my hands?
Maybe.
Rob's making a level 18 warlock.
Here we go.
Just give me like, I don't know, like 8 levels or something.
Alrighty, everybody roll initiatives. Those that are just waking up right now will be a surprise round. And if you're, keep in mind anything you might not be wearing while you're sleeping, assume that you're gonna stand up, grab your stuff, whatever. So Garrison, this, we're gonna put you guys.
Yeah, armor won't be on.
It depends. Heavy armor, no, but medium armor or less, I think you can wear when you sleep. You can wear heavy armor too, but you'll suffer for it, I believe.
Scale mail, medium scale mail.
I mean, if it's flexible, then
I think there's a sleeping in armor thing. Hold on.
Might just give you exhaustion.
I think it does.
Okay,
Riles,
so,
would you have
so
helped me
probably
take my
not what I
armor
would
off?
have been doing then.
What was that?
I said, would you have helped me take my armor off?
No.
All right,
Rick,
well, I don't
I
have
laugh while
hands,
you
so
do
I
it.
just sleep in my own armor.
Well, you have clothes on under your armor. I'd help you with that.
Oh, thanks, Rich.
There's no official rule for it, but this is my thought on it. Heavy armor, no. Like, you'd be sleeping in a tin can. That'd be awful. Medium armor, I would say that you could do it, and you'd have to make maybe a Constitution save versus like a DC 10 to just not wake up stiff. Light armor, you're fine. You can wear light armor when you're sleeping.
Okay.
And the penalty for, like, if you're sleeping in medium armor or heavy armor, would be a level of exhaustion. Heavy armor, maybe you could still do it in heavy armor, but it'd be like a DC 15 or something.
Okay.
And then it gets more like every day you do that. Like if you do it for like multiple days in a row, the check is going to get harder.
So let's say, so I'm wearing medium armor. So did you say there was a Constitution check?
Yeah. You could roll a Constitution check, DC 10.
All right.
All right, you're all right then. I bring my ghosty in. Ghosty's slow. Is this if we're missing somebody, aren't we?
It must be asleep. So he's not-
Gretchen, did you roll initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. It didn't go through.
Did you? I don't see it.
Probably was before the turn order came out.
It's not even over in like roll 20.
No, it's not even in
Oh.
Roll 20. Yeah.
I guess it did
Gretchen's a
not.
liar.
Make sure you click your
I
token.
might
or
be.
you
I
minus
must have
10.
I lied.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I lied.
All right, so the ghostie's a little slow here. Nazoth, you're up first. You see this thing raise a hand, like getting ready to cast a spell, but it has not gotten to that point yet.
Where does Bimity go?
Bimothy is hiding under a blanket. I'm not going to involve him here.
Oh, no panic.
I'm just thinking, oh, dang, I was hoping I'd be a little stronger before I finally had to kill this guy.
He doesn't know which one to serve.
Too many Nazoths.
Oh, find me later.
Because I actually don't. In character, I'm pretty sure I don't know that if this is him or not. So I actually, out of character, I don't know if this is him or not. I don't know what you're doing.
You didn't roll really good on your religion check, so yeah, you're confused.
I'll just do what I always do when I'm confused. Blow the shit out of him.
You're just going to attack him? Like, you! Oh, nice!
Oh,
You
crit!
Slam!
That's
Force
awesome.
slams into him. He screams in rage. 11 points. You got another one too, don't you? Oh, no, you're not. Oh, wait, what level are you guys?
4.
Level
4. Nope, you don't got another one yet.
Mighty 4, though.
This next turn
Mighty
level,
4.
right?
Yeah.
4.5.
Nazoth hurls this spell at Nazoth and hits Nazoth. It does not kill Nazoth.
Nice. Nazoth. Didn't kill Nazoth, but good hit, Nazoth.
Anything else for Nazoth yet?
not
How's
yet.
Nazoth looking?
But the fact that I didn't explode on the spot for doing that kind of got me raising an eyebrow.
All right.
Maybe I'm just overconfident in my abilities. Like, oh,
Maybe. Jareth is up.
I want to throw a produce flame at him.
Go for it. That is a hit too. Singes him, but only a little bit. It seems as if he's resistant to fire.
Good to know.
You can also tell that part of that just goes like right through him, and that's like he doesn't seem to be completely physical.
A bonus action. I'm going to bring in the spirit totem.
All right, which is we have a couple options. Which one is this?
Let me just check here. So bear, temp, hitch points, advantage on strength, checks and saving throws, block, mixed attack, spirits where you need your reaction to grant advantage, unicorn, ability checks, recast. Yeah, let's just go with the good old bear.
All right.
So, 8 temp HP to everybody.
Nice. Thank you.
All right.
And remember, you get advantage to strength checks and strength saving throws.
Alrighty then. Okay, Gretchen.
Oh,
you were
sorry,
asleep and you're just waking up.
I think it's 9 now. Because we leveled up.
What does
5,
it say in the description?
5 plus your druid level.
So 9 then.
Yeah.
All right. Gretchen, you have reactions at this point. Like your eyes flash open, but you don't have any actions just yet. Riles, you're up.
Okay. Based off of my religion check, would I know if like hideous laughter and other psych spells would work on a ghost or whatever this apparition is?
Psychic spells, yeah, they should work.
Okay. Yeah, then he's gonna do hideous laughter and
If hideous laughter is a charm, it might not.
hideous laughter. Let's see. I'll show it. Is it a charm or would it say that?
An enchantment.
Yeah.
Teacher with an intelligence score of less than 4. Blah 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 blah. Wisdom save. Incapacitated. Does it say? It doesn't say like charmed or feared, right?
No, doesn't have any other conditions other than prone and incapacitated, and creatures with an intelligence score of 4 or less. All right, you think this should work?
Okay, yeah.
You never told a joke to a ghost before, but here's your chance.
Hey,
I should have
get
preferred
it.
a
Oh, give us one. Give us one.
ghost
Come on.
joke.
You can do it.
Boo.
Are you working on a joke?
Yeah, I am.
You can Google faster than that.
I know. Well, it's sifting through the bad jokes that pop up first. That's the hard part.
Those are the best ones.
Why does a ghost hate getting caught in the rain? It dampens their spirits.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
All right, here comes a wisdom saving throw.
Has his brain from that, Rob.
Did he
It starts
groan?
cackling madly.
Ha
Target audience. Nice.
Unfortunately, cannot go prone, and because it is a floating spirit, but it is literally laughing and incapacitated, at least for one round.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, if it's like not incapacitated, Rouse would have just looked at the group and like, wow, you learn a lot. You learn a lot about ghosts in battle. Interesting.
All right, Garrison, your eyes flash open too. You don't have actions this round because this is the prize round. Then we go to the Ghost of Nazoth, who doesn't do anything but laugh, cackle. At the end of its turn, it can make another wisdom saving throw. This time, it stops laughing. And just suddenly, and it's like the Ring, where it just stops instantly, and it glares at Riles.
Riles
That funny.
told another joke. He's like, no guts, ghosts. I don't know.
Incapacitated. Yeah, it can't go anywhere. So that's all it does this round, is it makes the save. Then we go to Nazoth next round.
Well, that was a good use of a spell slot.
Does not murder you this round.
That is
Yeah,
good.
I mean, here's a single level spell. That was worth it.
Yeah.
Fired of another Eldritch Blast, but this one misses.
No, Nazoth. Nazoth, you're supposed to hit Nazoth. Nazoth.
It wasn't me.
All right, that's it for Nazoth?
Yeah.
All right, Cherith is up.
Let's see. Fire seems to do nothing. Let's throw an ice knife at it.
All right.
Did that go through?
Haven't seen it yet. There it is. A 9. Flies right by. Misses as well.
Well, damn.
Does Ice Knife have the secondary damage even if it misses, though? Let me check that.
Piercing damage, hit or miss, the shard explodes.
Yeah, so it does have a secondary effect.
Yeah. They, within 5 feet of it, must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
All right. You learn real quick, though, even though this thing blasts right next to it, it doesn't even, dodge. The ice flies, right through it, sets it, kind of almost settles on it and then drips away. It doesn't seem to have done any damage to it. It seems to be immune to cold.
Damn. Alright, well, that's it for me.
All right. Gretchen.
All right. Let's see. So I'll stand. Could I not cast? Can I do a religion check?
Sure.
Not gonna learn much from that.
No, unfortunately, no.
All right. Well, everyone's attacking it. It looks like undeady. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
All right. Go for it.
Yeah, that's probably gonna miss.
That's going to miss, too. Bad luck on everybody.
Darn.
All these spells flying at them. None of them landing. It's a ducks and weaves in the mist. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do it.
All right, Riles.
I'm gonna vicious mockery it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Alrighty. That's a wisdom save, right?
Yep.
Fails that save. Takes a little bit of psychic damage.
I say your mom should have swallowed you. I don't know. That was pretty mean. That was too far. Too far, guys.
Oh boy.
I'll do better. I'll be better.
The womb should have absorbed you back.
Every insult you're throwing at this Nazoth is also kind of hitting your own Nazoth.
No.
It winces at that, but that obviously did not kill it. Is that for Riles?
Yeah, Nazoth or Nazoth Prime now has disadvantage on next turn. That's the vicious mockery.
On next attack roll or something? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget he has disadvantage against Nas.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he does. Garrison, you're up.
Double disadvantage?
All right. Garrison
No such thing.
wakes up to Riles yelling, "Your mom should have swallowed you." He's like, what?
Did we stop saying that?
What's going on out here?
It's too funny.
Oh my god, a
There are
ghost.
children watching this stream.
Oh, I feel a little exposed, Ghost. Garrison. Nazoth, I didn't know you had a twin. Hold on, I'll protect you. 5, 10, 15. That's all I can do for now. Hey, go away, Ghost. Go away. That's his turn.
All right. Finally, Nazoth, the evil Nazoth, gets to go. He has been already disrupted once with whatever spell he's planning on casting. He sees everybody kind of arraying against him, and his own version protected. He says, "That's all right. I could dispel this, but no, I'll just burn it from you." And he hurls a fireball in the middle of the group.
Oh yeah, we did not move at all.
Oh boy.
I moved as far as
Fireball
I
might
could.
kill Riles.
Because he's a wizard.
You've got
Walk it off,
10
Riles.
HP, remember? Don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, it is. It's on my character sheet, but it's not loading on Roll20 for random reasons.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Sir, the
Yep.
forest. You're ruining the forest.
That's a nice fireball, Rob.
It is a nice fireball. It hits everybody. Even Bimothy is hiding. He's like,
Oh, Timothy got
Not
fireball. He wasn't even here.
he crawled away. He's going to be outside of it.
Guys, this is bad. Last time he cast Fireball, we got 4th edition.
No! The spell plague, no!
Take that! And he hurls a massive fireball. Here.
I'd like to action if I can.
Like to buy a vowel.
Reaction?
Absorb elements.
All right. You try to reaction absorb elements, and as you're casting that, he throws out a reaction and counterspells it. No, you don't.
Oh, boo! I wanted to try it out. Okay.
Next time. All right. Here comes your fireball. 31 points of damage.
Whoa. And that's a dex save.
It is a dex save, DC 14.
Oh, thank God.
Keep in mind, everybody's got 9 temporary hit points right now from the bear.
So 15
Oh.
for those two.
Bimothy's okay because you saw his his blanket scooting away on his turn through the woods.
Oh, like a caterpillar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And that is so Bim.
All right. It doesn't look like anybody's gonna make this saving throw.
Those attempts
Oh,
saved me.
Riles
Literally.
made it.
Riles and I
Garrison
both
made
made it. Yeah.
Alrighty. Protection from evil is also a concentration spell, so Jareth, you have to roll a concentration on that.
Mm,
Did you fail the dex save? You did. Big time. That goes
yeah, I
away.
failed the con save too.
Nazoth is no longer protected. And this guy hasn't moved yet, so he flies straight into the middle of the group at Nazoth. I will take your body for my own.
Oh shit.
But he can't make any other attacks this round. He just flies right in the middle of all
You
your
just-
singed buds.
You sure you just charbroiled me?
Better a living body than none at all. All right. Real Nazoth is up. This guy's in your face now.
Chill touch. That's not arranged.
I don't know if it is or not.
Kill, dude.
I'm a warlock. We don't heal. We kill.
Yes, we do. Except I'm not a warlock. 24 is definitely going to hit this guy. I think there's some extra damage or something that happens when you use it on undead. If you hit a target that is undead, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of your next turn. All right, 2 points of
You're not a
damage.
warlock? You lied to me.
Why? You can't be a warlock of a warlock, can you?
No, I thought you said he was a wizard, like way back
You
in
don't know
the
what he
beginning.
is. This guy seems to be a wizard. Nazoth, all you know is that Nazoth Prime is a super powerful lich. This guy, by the way, now that he's up close, there's some differences. First of all, Nazoth Prime wears an illusion to look sort of like you, because he's a lich and he doesn't have a face. He's just got bones, maybe an old beard that he's stuck on because it's weird. But there's something different about this. Now that this guy's up in your face, you don't think that this is Nazoth Prime. He would have dropped a meteor swarm on you guys, not a simple fireball.
Yeah, that's why I was raising an eyebrow, because you seen that episode of Rick and Morty where those guys shoot them and they just disintegrate when they shoot them? That's what I was thinking would happen to me when I Eldritch blasted them.
Yep, but it didn't. Didn't happen. Jareth is up. Unless Nazoth, you're going to try to move away from him.
Oh, I thought he had me grappled.
No, he just flew up to you. He's right in your face, but he does not have you grappled.
Oh, well then I'm getting the hell out of there.
All right, he will get an attack of opportunity on you. You okay with that?
I'm staying right here. It's not showing it, but I only got 9 hit points left.
Oh, it's showing it. I can see it. 9
Yeah,
hit
we
points.
see it.
Yeah. Refresh time.
So you stay there. All right, Jareth, go ahead.
Wild shape.
Into what?
One of my new ones. Hang on. It's a black bear, but with gold hair.
All right.
All right. Let's go in, and I got multi-attack too, which is fun.
But you're not a Moondruid, right? So this is an action for you, I think.
Yep.
So all you have is bonus actions left.
I can't attack.
Not in the same round that you transform, unless you can do it as a
Okay.
bonus action, and only the Moondruid, I think, can do that.
Damn, that's pretty OP.
For the Moondruid?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little annoying sometimes. Because they get blasted and they just oh no, I lost my wild shape. Well, just bonus action and do it again.
Okay. Just gonna add this quickly.
Epic level Moondruids are the worst because they have infinite wild shapes.
Oh my word.
Uh,
Bonus
they get-
action, infinite wild shape. That's
And
Yeah,
they get
bonus
the
action,
highest
infinite wild
CR.
shapes. Huh?
Every other druid taps out at a 2 or a 1 CR.
Yeah, and theirs goes higher too.
Yeah, there goes to the highest. It's like the strangest class that has ever came across. Like, it's the only one worth playing if you're like a power player druid. Yeah.
Right.
Are you
It's okay. You just
saying
feeble mind the
I chose wrong
sucker, or hit him with a psychic lance or something. What was that?
class? You saying I chose the wrong class?
No,
You chose the right
because
class.
You didn't play the one that's everyone's on
That
the internet.
everyone
It's the only
plays.
one to play. Yeah.
You didn't play the min-maxing one.
Yeah.
Moondruids are all about themselves. They're a very selfish class.
Well, then that's it for me.
All right. All righty then. You now got 19 points as a bear. That's going to save you maybe from another fireball. We'll see. Gretchen's up.
Do I get a bit bigger or no?
I think as a black bear, what does it
It's a
say for
medium
size?
beast.
Yeah, you're still the same size.
Okay.
oh boy. Jeez, he's kind of wrecking us.
I feel alright.
Get out of range. Whoa.
If he drops another fire, well, I guess he wouldn't since he's in the middle of us.
It's a ghost. Why would he care?
Yeah.
some cool cleric shit and like make him disappear or something.
Yeah, I might try to turn him. If I could find it. Sorry, my character sheet just has so much junk on it.
Clever disguised as turn undead.
Why am I not seeing turn undead?
It should be under your features, under Channel Divinity, and then it should be right around there for turn undead. It's usually your spell DC.
Harness divine power, channel divinity. Oh, it's just a little tiny. Okay.
Yeah. And it won't, I don't think it won't even give you the DC. It'll just say you can turn this, and if they are less than this in CR, then they can be destroyed. I'll tell you right now, it's not less than that.
Yeah, I know I can't do the destroy until next level. I think. See,
if you want to turn, it's going to be a I believe a charisma or wisdom saving throw from this thing.
Okay.
And I always get it wrong. I think it's. Let me check. Class features.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Let's make a wisdom save. 23.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I ain't afraid of no clerics.
It passes that without any problem.
Plays the anti-Ghostbuster song on you.
Who's gonna call you?
No one.
No one's gonna
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I ain't afraid of no clerics.
Alright, fine. I just cast spiritual weapon.
All right.
Screw him.
That hits 9 points. And I'll bring this thing in.
Fine. I didn't want you to run away.
Summon a ghostly weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
I won't be a spirit for much longer. Riles is up.
Okay. I can do, because Vicious Mockery is an action, but it's a cantrip. I can do Vicious Mockery and Healing Word on the same turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's what Rouse is gonna do. He's gonna book it first. He's gonna run away. He's gonna tease Ghost Nazoth and be like, "You think you could give us booze?" I don't know. That's the best I got. Vicious Mockery, and then going to Healing Word. Oh, lovely, just 1 damage. I'm going to Healing Word, real flesh
He rolled a 17
Nazoth.
to save too.
He rolled
All right,
17.
Healing
Oh,
word
yeah.
on Nazoth. Nice.
And the Healing
Nice.
Word is Kumquat, but it's on flesh Nazoth, of course.
All right. 5 points to Nazoth. And then we go to Garrison.
And Riles, he's in the bush.
Garrison's gonna try to punch a ghost.
Yep.
Hiya! No. Garrison missed the ghost.
Too quick for you. Any bonus actions?
Nope.
Nope. Alrighty. As Nazoth is healed by Riles, the ghostly Nazoth looks at Riles and then over to Nazoth and says, yes, heal him, so that my body will be whole. And on his turn,
No, never
he
mind.
tries to
Garrison,
merge.
beat the hell out of him.
He tries to merge with Nazoth.
Oh, no.
Nazoth, give me a charisma saving throw. Or be possessed by yourself.
Oh.
Well, that's not so bad.
Or be self-possessed.
Ah.
Alright, you struggle with this ghost, but it can't get over you. Can't take over your mind. You're too strong for it. Your will is too strong. No, let me in. Let me in.
Not by the hairs of my chitty chin chin.
Alright, that is all I can do this round. And Nazoth, you are up.
All right. Think I'm
It's just
going
saying,
to.
give me your body so I can destroy the others.
I think I'm going to, since I'm still in melee range, I'm going to chilling touch him again.
Alright. AC 14, however, does not hit. Seems to be blocked by some sort of Mage armor spell, you think? Anything else? Any bonus actions?
No, not at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, I'm no bonus action.
Gareth is up. Still technically in this square. Could not get into Nazov.
Alright, now we're going to attack as the bear.
All right.
So he makes 2 attacks, one with bite and one with claw. So I'll do bite first.
Okay. Snap, but no cigar. Weaves away from you. No. Stay away, beast.
And then the claws.
Good to make bear burgers out of you. Once I have a body, then I will devour you.
And then just a quick question. Am I able to bonus action healing word well in wild shape?
No.
Okay.
Can't cast any spells while you're wild shape.
Okay. I was hoping to heal myself.
There is, I believe, an option to burn a slot to heal yourself, but look that up. And I don't know if that's a bonus action or something
Is that
else.
under wild shape?
I think it's around wild shape, but I'm not sure. See if I can find it for you. It's something that people don't use very often.
You can't cast spells. Your ability to transform, taking actions, or retain features.
Combat wild shape.
Where's that?
I don't know. That's what it's called.
Is that the ability that I'm talking about? Maybe that's only for Moondruids again.
Yeah, it's a Moondruid thing, I believe.
Let me go down to Moondruid.
Transforming doesn't break your concentration on a spell you've already cast, though. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Combat
wild shape. Yeah, sorry, it's under the Moondruid. They can use a bonus action to expel spell slots to regain hit points. But that's only for Circle of the Moon.
This Moon Druid. That's
it's just
so OP.
it's so
probably Crawford.
It's so you could only play as your wild shapes. Like instead of using the wild shape as like a utility, it was like I'm gonna be the biggest. I'm gonna be a Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? And I'm gonna run around. And if I get low health, I'm just gonna burn my spell slots to keep my health up.
Yeah, they're like a fighter version of like the druid because they don't get any of this other stuff. Like your bear totem is like pretty powerful by giving, like the bigger your group is, like the more powerful like the bear totem is because it gives everybody those temporary hit points. That's a lot.
The unicorn one is the one that I was always using. It's pretty badass too.
Really? Why would you use that one?
So it has like if you read it. The benefits get pretty cool with your class. Like it kind of channels healing for everybody. So every time you cast a healing spell on someone, anyone else in the aura also gets stuff out of it.
It scales up a little bit slower than the bear spirit. The bear spirit's going to give you like this 9 right off the bat, but with the unicorn spirit, if you use like a healing spell, it heals everybody equal to like I think your druid level.
Yeah.
But they've got to be damaged, so like it's better like when people are already hurt.
Yeah, it's a great like big bad combat thing. Like if you're gonna be a healer, which is like what I was using Magic Stone and healing a lot for our group. So like it worked really great to throw that out there. And if I was focus healing on our fighter, our proliferary players were still getting health points while I was doing it. Like,
yeah, and you also like at 6th level you're a shepherd druid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Their stuff kicks in a little bit later than like Moon Druid gets like good stuff right off the bat. The shepherd druid scales up. Like when you get Mighty Summoner, that's super good. I think the Guardian Spirit, the advanced form. There's other stuff that you get later. Moon Druids, they don't really get most of that stuff. But that's it. Two bite or a bite and a claw, and versus an incorporeal mad mage, and you just neither of them hit. And you don't have any bonus actions at this time, so unless you want to move the spirit, but there's no point doing that. No. So let's go to Gretchen.
All right.
You want to bonk it with your hammer again?
Yeah, let's bonk it with the hammer.
That won't hit.
Nope.
Nazop the spirit here has apparently plot armor because nobody's been able to hit him lately.
Let's do another guiding bolt.
All right,
Die, Netherlost spirit.
that's gonna
thing.
hit 9. Doesn't dispel it, but it definitely hurts him. And he's now glowing, so any attacks against him will be advantage next round. Anything else for Gretchen?
Just looking at the two Nadsauce. Like, I'm hitting the right one, right?
Yes, you are.
Alright, and that'll do it.
This reminds me of a joke from The Simpsons way back in one of their early Halloween days, where they had like this Attack of the Living Dead like episode, and like Homer runs outside, and there's a zombie Ned who like comes after him, and he hits him with an axe and kills him, and one of the kids is like, "Oh my god, you killed zombie Ned!" And Homer's like, "He was a zombie?" Like he didn't even know.
He just decided to kill Ned
He
that
just
day.
decided to kill Ned when he ran outside.
That's great.
Riles is up.
Okay, Riles is going to try to do some dissonant whispers on the ghost.
Nice.
And he's gonna whisper the word diarrhea, diarrhea, diarrhea.
Oh.
Just that Naz
a
also.
pool and you feel something cool.
Oh, and he runs. Or flies, I should say. I think he can go.
He runs.
He gets
gets
the
the
runs.
runs.
Yeah. That's...
Cha cha cha.
I'm sorry.
40 feet. He's going to provoke from pretty much everybody, from Nazoth, Jareth, and Garrison.
Get him.
All right, I'm taking
You have advantage on these.
No, only one of us gets it. I'm taking it.
And it took 15 points of damage?
Yeah,
Damn.
it did. Psychic damage.
You know what? It won't even really matter at this point. Everybody swipes him as he runs off, and he only gets about like 15 feet before this psychic damage and everything else you guys do to him tear his essence apart. He dissipates. Ah! It's gone.
Guys, we did it. We killed Naz. I mean, sorry, buddy. Sorry that we killed you. He looks to his left.
It's
What
fine. I
was
never
that
liked
about?
me anyway.
Yeah, you're hard to get used to, but if you spend enough time, it's totally worth it.
The spirit of Nazoth fades in the night. You can see, well, the light in the morning is already coming up through the trees. The mists around you lightning again. Jareth has already gotten like his rest. The rest of you had about another 2 hours or so to go. But your rest
Taking
has
another
been
short rest then?
interrupted. Yeah, you can.
Okay. Thank you.
What is that?
All right, I'm gonna lay down for like another hour or so, and then let's do something else.
If we sleep the extra 2 hours, does it combine together for a long rest, or am I just getting a short rest and not getting my spell slots back?
You can get your spell slots back, but because you guys didn't get like the full nights, sort of like, unless you want to take longer to like rest during the day, I think we'll only do like half your hit points or something.
Okay.
Because you went halfway through and then you took a beating. So like some of these hit points you guys just took right now are not going to come back in 2 hours.
So
Unless you
half of
have
our hit
more
points
in a short rest. You can use short rest hit dice if you've got them.
Okay. I think I'm gonna save those.
Why does this never work?
Cinders and ash are kind of dripping down from the trees. The fireball roasted this area. You guys are literally just kind of looking around. It looks like a battle zone that you guys have just survived.
Yeah, I can't
Everything
believe
that
that guy
felt
burned
very
the forest. Jared, when you click the little boxes for your hit dice,
Yeah.
right below that, there's another button that shows like the math.
Yeah. That's what I did.
So you gotta like click multiple check boxes and then click the button. It's like a really annoying.
Let me. Okay, go back to this, and then. 1, 2. I turn digital dice on and it comes back on.
Yeah, I think to roll those, I think you do have to have digital dice on. It's a lot easier to actually to mark them off to see what the bonus is, and then roll them over in roll 20, because the D&D Beyond does not do a good job of it.
Did it roll?
I just saw 2 that rolled individual. You can do it that way too, and just add them up.
Okay. Yeah, it should have rolled 2d8 plus 4.
You got 9, or did you do it again after that?
I've reset. Just ignored that. There we go. Okay, so it says 10.
I've just ignored it. I like that. That's good.
Because it wasn't working.
Those are rolls you made. You can't just ignore them.
No, he's just ignoring
I
it. Don't worry
completely
about
I completely reset it because it was not working.
it. Yeah, okay.
So I pretend
I
I never
reset
saw
all my
that.
spells because they didn't land. They didn't work, so I figured it's not like I lost them or anything.
I missed, so I'm just going to pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't burn
I
any
never
of my
saw it.
features that don't hit. Yeah.
Okay, and now I gotta get rid of this temp because I'm not wild shaped.
Honestly, yeah, usually I don't even take my health points because I'm going to get them back, you know.
You know someone's going to heal you, so why? And mark them down.
Right. I'll probably get a long rest eventually, so why even try?
Did Garrison change his hit points and then get him back? Did you already do that?
Garrison, with the 9 that I got, made the save of the fireball, so he only took 7 damage. So I figured I could have gotten that back in my...
Yeah, you can.
Ghost
Just mark
lucky,
off, like, from the short rest, I think you'll be fine for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Ghost is lucky. I was going to smite him. I was going to use Ryle's crit, like double advantage in the crit hit, and I was going to go crazy, and then he was just dead already.
Ryle's hit him with a really good Dissonant Whispers. That's like a lot of damage that one did.
Yeah. And
That
he
was a good
gave,
one.
we had advantage from Gretchen. Like it was like
Yeah.
a super, it was great.
Yeah, out of 3d6, 555. It's a damage. Timothy comes
Hell
crawling
yeah,
back,
it is.
scooting, caterpillaring back, throws up his blanket. We all okay?
Timothy, you fought so bravely.
Did he?
I thought so. What are you going to put him down, Greg?
I thought there was something over there. Just points off over this direction.
Yeah, you had our backs. I knew it.
I thought there was another spirit. I was going to take care of it.
Hey, Naz. So how often do you come out of the woods and attack you?
Well, that's not something I typically do.
All right. Has that ever happened to you before?
Speaking of which, we got a short rest just now, right? I can get some of my health back.
I'm looking at Nazoth. That spirit didn't come out of you, did it?
I know it came out of the woods.
I
Unless-
look very. I look
am.
very closely at Nazoth's eyes. It's very uncomfortable.
I can vouch for that,
Does
Gretchen. It
does
came out of the
Nazoth
woods.
have a soul?
I just kiss him.
No.
Does Nazoth have a soul?
Yes.
I don't know, does he?
Or has Nazoth just become a soulless Barovian?
I have a couple souls. They're not really mine, but I have.
Gretchen might be a little paranoid about soulless now.
Gretchen, it's fine. I saw the whatever it was, the apparition, come from out of the forest, not out of Nas. We're all right.
Okay, out of the forest. That.
Yes, out of the forest.
Hmm.
Is there anything I can say to alleviate her concerns because of that high religious
Oh no,
rule?
you're fine. Yeah, if it came out of the forest, that's really all she needed to hear.
It took the form of my patron, but it couldn't have been my real patron because if it was, not only us, but this entire realm would be dust right now.
Well, is there something I would know to say, though, to Gretchen because of that high religion rule I had?
Gretchen had a really high one too, I think, didn't she? Or no?
No, my religion was actually really low.
Yeah, that's right. Yours was
12 or
best. Sorry,
something.
Riles had a really good one.
I could.
You could tell her that looked like a ghost. That you're almost certain that was a restless spirit. That it did not come from Nazoth. However, why it looked like Nazoth doesn't make any sense to you. Like you were awake at the time when this thing showed up. Nazoth was as well. Nazoth didn't do anything, and it didn't look exactly like Nazoth. Like I said, it was a little bit different.
Okay.
But it seemed to think that it was Nazoth, and it seemed to think that Nazoth, the one that was with you, needed to die, or at least be its Mitsu.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to relay that to Gretchen.
Okay.
All right. Once you guys rest for a little bit longer here, are you then heading to the Vistani, back to the Vistani encampment to talk to the elf, or are you going to town?
Are we in the day of the thing?
Yeah, but it's going to happen in the evening.
Oh, okay.
Or it probably starts around noon. You have a couple hours before that's going to happen.
So can I short rest and get some health back during that time?
Yeah, that's what everybody just did. So go ahead.
Well, if everyone's doing it.
If everyone's doing it, I'll take a short rest.
Yeah.
So, guys, what do you want to do? You want to talk to the elves, or you want to go back to the morning for the Zeparte, or
I'm
figure
gonna
out
get ready
some
for
other?
the party. Jareth is excited because he gets to light the effigy. So he wants to.
That's not going to happen for like 10 hours, though.
Right, but he's so excited he doesn't care. He just wants to get there.
Stand in line holding like a lighter. Just I can't wait. I can't wait.
10 hours? Just going to go over and stand there next to it, excited.
Like, get my hand ready to produce flame. I got this. I got this.
So is Jareth then leaving the group and heading back to town then, or what?
I'm trying to get them to come with me.
Get them to stand in front of this thing for 10 hours? Like, what do you want them to do?
No, let's go back to the town and see what's set up. Or get something to eat at the Blue Water Inn if there's nothing ready yet.
Let's go to the church, see what's going on. Maybe we got new flock.
Yeah, we can pass there on the way. Absolutely. Let's go.
Wait, I don't want to rush. I just woke up, and I woke up to something really awful in my ears. So I'm just a little shaken from that.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Riles, who gave you that potty mouth? Ridiculous. All my years as a hobgoblin, I've never heard such words. I like a sailor.
You guys say be funny, and then I try to be funny, and then I'm not being very funny. Wow.
No, I loved it. I was on board.
Yeah, I guess let's
All
go
right,
back to town and
then?
yeah, make sure that those security guards didn't let us in last night get executed. You know, if we go in now, we'll get an early start at that. That'll be good.
When you guys come back, in the late morning, there's been a guard shift. The two that are on guard here now, like the gates, it's daytime, the gates are open. These two guys who come in, there's a couple others here, and like they look at you like, you guys see what happened over in the woods over there? It seemed like there was an explosion of some kind a few hours ago.
Ever like missing our eyebrows?
Yeah. You all right? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's one of those
breakfast.
anti-nature hippies. I try to burn the whole forest.
They say, did you see the wizard?
Ghost wizard?
Yes.
Ghost wizard.
Well, yes, ghost wizard. Sort of well known in these parts. The Vistani have a whole tale about him.
Guys.
Go on.
Hopefully he won't be bothering anyone again.
Wait, can we hear the tale?
Well, I don't really know all of it. I know that a wizard came here years ago and challenged the lord of the land, challenged Strahd. But Strahd defeated him soundly, cast him down in the mountains to the north, and they say that he still wanders the land today, mad and insane.
Is there like a shrine or something built to where Strahd got him up there in the mountain?
Oh, no, nothing at all. I mean, I've never seen him, but I've heard of him.
Does he tend to take on the forms of people you know?
I wouldn't know. This happened before my time. It's really just a rumor.
You know why we ran into those guys?
What guys?
You know why we ran into him? The ghost.
We were out in the forest. It's probably why.
Yeah.
Many things look out there in the woods.
We weren't allowed inside.
Inside where?
Inside where you are.
When? When was that?
Last night. And then they made us sleep in the woods, and then we almost got killed by a ghost.
Wait a moment. He kind of steps back, and you see him kind of looking at something like on the inside of like the little guard shack that he's got. Interlopers.
Back in the log.
Night.
It's like do not
Wolves.
admit.
Yeah, and then the night shift.
Damn night shift. It's always night shift.
But now these guys are on the day shift, and you've just implicated yourselves in being assholes that arrived here in the middle of the night.
I was
You
gonna wait.
realize
on
this
that
guy is
one.
likely going to read the notes and.
I said nothing of the sort, and I am not with these people.
Are the gates open? Can we walk in?
Yes, the gates are open.
That guy
Let's
owes
start
me a
walking.
gold.
Gretchen,
Okay.
let's walk fast.
Come
Let's
on,
just-
Garrison.
Let's go. Let's
No,
go.
that guy owes me a gold, and now he's writing my name on it. Do not call lists. I don't know what's happening here. We need to figure it out.
Someone's going to
Try
either
to
need
get-
to drag Garrison away, roll a really good deception check, or something. Or these guards are going to realize that you guys were the ones causing trouble last night.
I'm
Come
gonna
on,
try to
Garrison.
lie.
All right, fine. I'm just gonna go to the church like a good priest that I am,
Breakfast.
Yep,
and
he's a
take
great
care of the
priest.
sick children in your town
I
and
mean-
cure them of their diseases. But no, okay.
One of these guards is like, wait, aren't you the one that was telling jokes in the Blue Water a few nights ago? He points at Riles, and Riles is, he's like, this keeps telling jokes now too, right?
No,
All the jokes, yeah.
I rolled a deception, so I'm lying. I'm committed to it. No, he's a doctor. He's a doctor, and he keeps me around because laughter is the best medicine. So I follow him around and I help out. Feed the sad children good jokes. Yep, that's what we're doing.
I have
These
four
guys,
that matter.
these guys totally buy it. They were apparently at like the event last night when Riles and Garrison were like, brought the booze out. So like they let you go. Like this guy was starting to look up something, and then you catch his attention, you feed him some bullshit story, and they wave you through without any trouble.
Yep.
And then later on in the day, they're probably going to look at those notes and be like, I wonder if we're in trouble.
You don't need to see our identification.
We don't need no stinking badges.
These aren't the morons you're looking for.
We are not. We're not the idiots you're looking for.
These aren't the morons you're looking for. That's so good.
All right, all of you guys make it back into town, past the guards. Where are you headed to first? What's your plan for the day? It's going to be hours before the festival really gets underway.
Hey guys.
Morning mass.
What?
Yes.
We got the card that was the ghost, and then we saw a ghost. Wouldn't it make sense to go to the Vistani to maybe talk about that?
Nope,
Just now
because it's all
realizing.
settled now. Pulled the ghost card, saw a ghost, done. Nobody pulls any more cards, no more anxiety. It's all good.
Seems pretty self-explanatory.
Okay,
I
all
don't know
right.
if that's
I guess
how that
when-
works.
well, I guess
It's
when you
exactly
put it
how it
that
works.
way, Rouse is just scratching his head, confused.
I need to go contact my Patreon and ask him if I killed him. Because if I did, he's going to be pissed.
You still have access to spells, right?
Oh, I guess, yeah, you got a good point. Okay, never mind.
I mean, I
All
think that would. I think the loss of your patron would be the loss of your spells, but I don't know.
But he didn't lose himself, which therefore he didn't lose his patron.
Look, I'm very confusing.
That is.
No, I'm following.
Oh, I love that. I'm very confused.
All
Point
right,
is,
some
I'm
of you
going
guys.
out to find myself, and if I get back before I leave here, keep me here.
Where is Nazoth going? It sounds like you're on a proclaimed mission. You're on a mission from your not your god, but your patron. What are you doing?
On a mission from God. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. He brings up a good point. I still have my spells, so that obviously wasn't my Patreon. So why do I keep saying Patreon? Damn YouTube.
Because I think you worship an
Like,
internet site.
subscribe, and put Patreon.
I think
Is that how they read it?
for the low
That's how they bring
fee
it to
of
you.
$5 a month, you get spells.
That's what happens when you use a gold nugget on an Eevee. You get a Patreon.
Is Nazoth walking off on his own, or does he just realize that, like, oh wait, I guess I must be getting spells. I must not be doing something wrong?
Yeah,
Is he
I must still have my spells. Okay, I guess I'll just go hang out until the festival starts.
All right.
I really don't have a mission here until that starts.
Mm-hmm. Some of you stopped by the church, I think, for mass. Who's that?
Gretchen would.
There are a few people that have that come to mass. More than were there like the day before. This party that you guys threw the night before, and I think you guys did some healing and helped some people and whatnot. Like it's become known now that like the church here of St. Andrew is now become a place where like people can come to get help, and there's kind of like the congregation has grown by like 200% overnight. People kind of showing up with minor injuries or afflictions and stuff like that.
Yeah, but 200% of 2 is still only 4. So what kind of numbers are we talking here?
No, they had about 10 people that were kind of hiding out in this place before, so now there's like 20 here. Who does Gretchen or Garrison or anybody that's attending mass here? Do they you guys are now known? At least Garrison and Riles are known at this place. Gretchen as well, I think, helped out at one point. Are you guys? They're now kind of asking for like more help, and I don't know if you guys are going to be, volunteering here or trying to get the fuck out, so you don't like waste your resources.
Right. Garrison's gonna stay and volunteer his resources here. Like his whole plan is to try to make this place a place of light, right? And if it's our only defense against, like this isn't his idea, his like base camp, So if he can make everybody in there feel good, and if we got new people that worked because of the party, he loves that,
All right, Gretchen and Garrison are there.
Yeah.
What about Riles?
Gretchen pretty much would only heal someone if they're like on death's door.
Okay, nobody's on death's door.
Yeah, Riles would go, but he wouldn't heal anyone. It would just maybe be kind of entertaining and giggle a little bit.
All right, Nazoth, Bimothy, Jareth. Bimothy's staying with Nazoth. So half of the group is stopped at the church. Is Jareth heading into town to try to find out what's going on, or is he going to stay for mass?
Go over breakfast.
Go over breakfast. You're headed towards the taverns over here.
Yes,
so you head there. What about Nazoth? Just to step through the door of the church, Nazoth, and you feel really uncomfortable.
Well, what'd you say you wanted to make everyone there feel good?
Oh, me?
No, Gretchen. Garrison, yeah. Why'd I say Gretchen? Garrison.
Gretchen wants the party to be happy, but
I guess I'll go around and make people miserable so you have plenty of customers.
All right, just don't do it here. Make people miserable somewhere else and send them this way to feel better.
no, Nazoth, no, that's not how you help.
No, that's called marketing. It's genius.
Oh,
Nazoth goes and just does like a creeper bit around town.
Well, see, real talk, Rob, I really have no idea what I want to do until the festival starts, so I really I'm
You don't have to do anything.
in
You can just
sitting here in
wander.
limbo. Yeah,
That's fine. We're gonna move real quick. I just want to know where everybody is and what they're doing until the festival happens. And if Nazoth is just wandering, that's totally fine.
I guess that's what I do, because until the festival starts, I got nothing.
That's fine. Jareth, you end up back at the Blue Water. You get breakfast there. The morning crowd is pretty sparse today. Some people are sleeping in because they partied last night and plan to party tonight. And nothing really happens like in the morning. It's kind of quiet. But things start ramping up maybe around like 10 or so. Like after church gets out over here with Father Lucian and at St. Andrew's, people immediately start getting to work on the finishing touches for the festival. Now they've been setting it up for like days. Like when you guys first arrived here, like they were already putting things up. And the town square over here is where that's going to be like the epicenter. That's like ground zero for the festivities. All sorts of people are loading up there, and then there's they've set up some games and some stalls around the edges of the square. And around noon, they kind of you guys know that it'll be starting. Are you guys planning to just kind of head over there at noon and be there for the festival?
That's my plan.
Yeah, Garrison is gonna definitely be keeping an eye out for any signs of the bard. But
All right. Perfect. All right. All right, one moment here. As the festival gets going, the first thing that happens here, where am I? My place. All right. The festival begins as you guys make your way over to, or you're probably just hanging out at this point at the town square, and it seems kind of dismal around here. Like although there's lots of decorations and like again these stalls and stuff, and the people have been working diligently, there is kind of a pall over this place, and the skies are kind of dark and almost threatening. And the festival begins when a parade of children dressed as flowers come marching through the streets. They don't look especially happy. They look like the kid in the play who wanted to be the lead and was dressed as a flower and shoved in the back. So they're all kind of just trudging their way through with like these sort of damp, soggy flower headdresses. And behind them is a group of sorry-looking men and women that are carrying this 10-foot diameter wicker ball, which is going to be that's the thing that you guys are going to literally. That's the thing that Jareth has been assigned to set on fire as the sun sets. With this thing is the burgomaster and his smiling wife, who's holding a bouquet of wilting flowers. She looks kind of a little bit morose, but is holding a sort of a tight smile, and the burgomaster is the only person in this entire parade who looks like he's having a good time. He's like gesturing everywhere. He's got a big smile on his face. He keeps kind of calling out, "Oh, be well! Oh, be well!" They are riding basically on horseback, kind of like if anybody's ever been to like the small town parades and whatnot. There's always like the mayor that comes through in the nicest car in town, and that's kind of like the burgomaster here. There's a lot of spectators that are watching from the sides of the row as they come in, and they don't look especially like super happy about this. Maybe there's a couple that give a cry of yay, but it's pretty subdued. Hold on a second. As they come through town, let me bring you guys over to. I have a map for this. It'll be fun.
There's a map for that.
There's a map for this. They come into the town square. With them, by the way, kind of following behind, you see Isaac Strozny and a couple of his guards, and a few other locals that are kind of just bringing up the rear of this parade. They march kind of circling this fountain in the center of the square before they settle off to kind of the northern side of the town, right next to a platform that has been set up. Well, actually, this platform is an older platform. You noticed it before. There are stocks here for people that have misbehaved in town. There currently is a man and a woman kind of held in them with piles of cabbage and rotting fruit and stuff like that, plastered all over them and scattered on the boards of the platform upon which they're held. I'm bringing you guys over here, and I'll bring your tokens in just a second. You can decide where you are.
Oh, looks so happy.
I agree. This is the perfect atmosphere for a party.
Yep. Off to the side. I'm going to
He's saying that a hint of irony, by the way. This is actually his idea of a party.
I'm going to put you guys over on the right here. So let me move a couple of these folks just out of the way. You guys can put your stuff wherever you want to be. but I've temporarily just put you right there.
All right.
Across the way, some of you guys with anybody with a decent passive perception, say like 12 or higher, notices that there are a couple of men, and with them
It's like all of us.
Kirill Stoyanovich, the werewolf that Garrison has made his deal with, right across the way.
They let that werewolf in. What the hell?
They're pretty stupid here.
They let all you
Saying
in.
that out loud.
There's a person behind you who's like, "What?"
What?
Yeah, it's like one other old guy's like, "Werewolf, where?"
Are you eavesdropping?
No, he just happens to be in the crowd right next to you.
Mind your business.
Hey, the guys up on the.
They scoot away from you.
So I got a question. The guys in the pillory, what did they do so that I can not?
Who are you asking?
Just whoever's around.
The guy that's like slinking away. He asked something and then the Garrison's like,
I guess I'll ask the executioner right here, I guess.
the execution. This is one of the guards for Izek. You move up and you ask them, what they're doing, and the guard kind of looks your direction. Izek kind of glances at both of you.
Hey, Izek, buddy.
And it looks
They
like
won't tell me where you got that
over.
arm, will you?
Oh boy.
All right. Hold on one second. The charges are similar to the charges that were leveled against Riles early on. Can't remember the exact
Being a
words
sourpuss,
for.
huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Like criminal display of malcontent. They weren't happy at the last festival, so they're being shown off as examples of those that defy the will of the burgomaster.
Do they look happy at this festival?
Nope, they look even worse, probably.
Probably be there next year then too.
Over at the fountain here, kind of sitting on the edge of it, you see the two Watcher brothers, Nikolai and Carl. They are hanging out, and I think that you should be able to see their names. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're asking about, when you call out to them, the Watchers, one of them kind of chuckles and reaches into a pouch and pulls out like a small pulls out like a small withered strawberry and hurls it over at them, just out of fun. Let's see if he even hits. Yeah, he hits one right in the side, kind of splatters. That's what you do. Have fun, everyone.
Well, when in Rome.
Gareth, are you heading over to them for some reason?
Oh, I was gonna go check in with the Baron.
Okay. He's hanging out with his wife and his dogs. Izek's nearby. Welcome, Prince. Welcome. Welcome to our festivities. How do you like it?
Can't wait to see what comes next.
Next is fun. Fun for everyone. Yes. Everyone have fun! And you hear a couple like, yay, from the crowd.
I am having fun, and I throw another one.
Do you
Missed
mind if
again.
we get the dress off you now before we forget? I believe it's ready.
Hmm?
The wedding dress.
Oh, yeah, it's tonight. I didn't bring it with me here. Out in this weather? That'd be foolish. No. You'll see it soon enough, don't you worry.
Was there any major problems before it needed to be repaired?
No, none at all. Should be all well and good now. Mm-hmm. Yes, all will be well. Yes,
I look over to Lydia to see if he's telling the truth.
He's just staring off in another direction. He's not really even paying attention to your conversation.
Yeah. All right. Well, what time do you need me back here to light this puppy?
Oh, as the darkness descends, the last bit of light on the clouds fades. That is when we will set the ball alight and finish the festival of the blazing sun as we bring it forth for all to see. Yes, bring it forth. And there's a guy near him, one of the guards is holding things. I go, no. And he's like, no, not now, you idiot. Later.
Is there a list of events or places we can stop by?
Oh, there's no events other than the lighting, but we have vendors here. Maybe some games, perhaps. We should have some music here soon enough, but I do not know where our minstrel is. Hasn't arrived just yet. You should look into that. He calls over to Strozny. Go find our minstrel. Wait. What you going to perform? He looks over towards Riles, who's heading over towards Rictavio.
Oh, no, I can't make music. I do funny dances to good music. Yep, no, I can't perform. Not me. He's going over to
you, good sir. Are you a performer as well? He calls over to Rictavio, who's, now that you've kind of like walked over to him, you realize that Rictavio was sort of kind of trying to stand off to the side where like he wasn't really noticed. But you're right next to him now, and like brought attention to him.
I was gonna say like, I was gonna do like a fake smile and try to not like bring attention and just go over to Rictavio and be like, hey, buddy, fellow bard, are these events always this awkward? But like, asking him like, haha, everything's good, carrots and peas kind of way.
So you're just making small talk, and Rictavio was kind of like, as you're coming up to him, he was watching you, and then suddenly like the Baron is talking towards you and notices him. He gives a little bit of a sigh, and he says, I'll play a little something, yes, but I'll have to go and get my instrument. I do not have it here.
Oh, here, can I go with you, buddy? Maybe I can help you.
Yes, come with me if you wish. Perhaps we'll work on something together. Don't worry, Baron, we'll return. And Rictavio turns and kind of heads off this way, like trying to get the fuck out of here. So he doesn't want to play either.
Baron, you mentioned games. Would you like to play one together?
Oh, what sort of game? What games do you like?
You said there were games here.
Oh, yes, there's some. There's the pin the tail on the donkey over there. And then we have, beat up Jim. That is a really fun game. And then, what other games do we have here? He looks towards his wife, and she's just like, what? I hear no use. Who's the games master of this event? And you realize that there are games here. But they all look like they're kind of half-assed, and nobody's really caring too much about them. Like they do have like a pin the tail on the donkey type of thing, but the donkey is just like this really shitty picture, and like there's a dude standing there who holds up like a little tail with a pin. They're like kids games. When he realizes that like the events here are not like really to his liking, he seems to throw a little bit of a fit, and there is a guy that's kind of walking by. I'm just gonna say it's this dude over here. He's kind of coming through, and he kind of chuckles a little bit and shakes his head, as if like this is not the first rodeo that this guy's been to, and like it almost feels like, well, maybe the locals know that these events are not as nice as like the Burgermaster wants them to be, because he doesn't really organize them very well, and most people don't give a shit. And when this guy kind of walks by and like kind of chuckles at the conversation he hears the two of you having, the Burgermaster like kind of whirls and points at him. He says, "You there! That you're laughing at me!" And the guy's like, "What? No, me no. This is a great event. Having so much fun." "Oh yes, I'm just having fun." And he starts to kind of like back away. And the Baron turns to one of his guards. He says, "Seize him! Put him in the stocks!" And one of these guys kind of like rolls his eyes and just walks over like towards him. And the guy's like, "Oh shit!" He does not run. He accepts his fate and is dragged kind of back and like up to the stocks for the entertainment of all. You hear a couple people kind of chuckle in the crowd as he's dragged up and locked in with the rest of them.
Right. So, Baron, how about some cornhole, some cards?
One moment. As the Master of Ceremonies, it's my job to throw the first tomato. And he kind of passes by you, and he's like, where are the tomatoes? Did we forget the tomatoes? And one of the other guards brings a basket over and just kind of holds it up. and he grabs one, and he kind of squishes a little bit, and he flings it, and totally misses the guy. It's like the worst like throw you've ever seen.
Yeah, this is like the first pitch in baseball. I like. So,
Yeah, and they bring in some rich guy that doesn't know how to throw, and it's
Right.
like, ugh,
What are you doing, guard? Don't give him a slippery one. Give him a
damn
better
it,
one.
give me that! Ah, he throws another one. That one misses too.
Come on, guard! You keep giving him slippery ones.
Third one goes flying high, hits somebody in the back over here. The Baron is starting to get a little pissed.
What are you doing, guard? Do your job and give him a proper one. And I reach into the basket and hand him a.
Yes, guard. He looks at this guy, doesn't even know his name.
Stone, Jared.
You're giving me the bad ones.
Does this help him with advantage?
You try to give him a good one? Yeah, sure.
What?
That's amazing.
Wow.
Druid can't pick a good tomato.
He throws like he's throwing like a half a dozen, and none of them hit. And one of them hits the guard that's up here.
Yeah. I think he could have the most aerodynamic tomato ever, and it would still.
Baron Vargas is now kind of pissed. And there's a couple people nearby. They're like, their eyes are wide, and like they're really. You can see like the Watcher kids are like snickering Garrison as you approach them. This goes on for like a while. So like, what is Garrison up to? It looks like you've approached the Watchers.
Yeah. So Garrison was just gonna approach the boys and be like, I just wanted to thank you for coming by to support the church yesterday. I'm sorry you didn't stay long, but I do appreciate it.
They're snickering at this situation. Kind of turns dour when you're talking to them, and one of them says, that barrel of wine that you had, we know where you got that. We know what you've been doing.
What do you mean?
They kind of look at each other
Find
and
out.
give me an insight check.
Yeah, baby. I'm proficient in this.
Insight.
Is anybody else part of this conversation, like with Garrison, just before we press on here?
Riles is with Rictavia.
Right. Well, we'll get to you in a moment, but what about like Gretchen or Nazov?
Yeah, I think Gretchen would have followed Garrison.
That makes sense.
Let's do an insight check.
And where would Nazov be? Is Nazov... What's going on with him at the moment?
I was throwing food at the people in the prisons.
Oh,
That's what those ranged attack rolls were for.
Oh, hold on. What were those? I missed them.
I thought you were
They were way up
prospecting
top.
them.
You can't hit anything either.
So did he. He also missed him.
So 2 9s.
So, yeah, those are awful. Gretchen, I'll get to you in just a second, but the game over here is now turned to not aiming at like the guys in the stocks, but once Baron Vargas like accidentally hits like this guy, he decides that like this is all the guard's fault, and that's mostly because of Jareth egging him on, saying you're giving him the bad ones. So he's decided to blame the guards for like terrible tomatoes, and is now just saying everyone throw it. And now there's.
Oh, can
And
I
he
talk
hits
to
him. The Baron Vargas' first tomato smacks this guy right in the face. Yes!
Good
And
shot, Baron.
then a few people in the crowd start laughing at this situation. And the guard just looks pissed and kind of glances like out of the corner of his eye towards Izek. And Izek is like, he's... You get that sort of dark laugh that you heard from before, just like the same one that he had when he was throwing firebolts at Riles. He's like, whoa.
Yeah. Izzy likes it. Perfect.
Gretchen, that insight check though is for the boys here because you're behind Garrison as he's approached them, and you realize that they're afraid. And at first, maybe Garrison, you might think that they're afraid of you, but Gretchen, you think that they're afraid of maybe like something else, like and that like whatever Garrison has like whatever you and Garrison have done is maybe a threat to them. And one of the boys says, you're messing with the wrong person. Our mother's very, very upset.
Oh, Lady Watcher? That's so upsetting. What has got her so upset?
You know. You've been in the basement. You know.
What basement?
Are you afraid to admit it?
Admit what? I'm lost here. I'm just a simple man trying to host these people into having a better time. I really thought you were coming along. I was feeling guilty for having insulted you the first night we met, and then you guys showed up, and I was really hoping to apologize for that, and then you left all of a sudden.
They kind of look at each other in a little bit of confusion. Give me a deception check.
It's your moment, Garrison.
Oh my god.
So they kind of look at each other like they're confused, and then they look back and they're like, if you didn't... Get it from?
Somebody donated it to the church. It was just there. We woke up in the morning. I don't know. It was just there. We figured, why not share it?
Well, whoever that person is, they're in big trouble.
Out of character, didn't we get that from the winery? We didn't get that
you got
from
the
the
barrel.
regular.
Garrison stole it from the base.
Oh, we did? Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the other wine that we brought to the city.
No, that was to Kresk.
Oh, that's different city. Okay.
Different
My mind's all over the place. I thought this was the city we brought the wine to.
Also,
No, that's the one with the abbot.
Gretchen, do you say anything here? It seems as if like Garrison has somehow hoodwinked these two guys into thinking that you had nothing to do with the theft, and now they're like trying to like, well, who did it then? Did you see anybody? And like they look towards Gretchen. Did you see anyone?
Gretchen's gonna try a deception check.
Try a deception check.
She's gonna try deception.
All right. So you're like, you know something. One of them says, you know something. You know you do. Nazoth, are you getting involved in this too, or so you just kind of scoot it over?
No, I'm just walking around.
Okay.
I really couldn't say. Now where did my dog get off to? Excuse me.
Gretchen's like, bye. Wait.
Giggles, where are you, Giggles?
These two look like a little sort of.
I don't know who
desperate.
stole your wine, but it would have had to have been someone very strong
Good point.
with hands.
They glance past Garrison.
Maybe 6 fingers.
They glance past Garrison and they see Bimothy, like in the distance. He doesn't look that big.
Oh. No.
Bimothy's like, ah! It just goes like around a corner and gets lost. Does Garrison say anything else? Like now, you've led them now on like this other, like they think that Gretchen knows something, and she does, but they don't know that what she knows is that Garrison just is telling a lie to them.
Yeah, so Garrison's just staying on board with that. Well, again, I just want to apologize now for what I said. I wasn't aware of everything that happened, and whatever happened with the basement, I hope you figure that out. If there's some kind of flood or mold damage, you should get it looked at.
They now that you mentioned
really
the basement again, give me another insight check.
Well, they mentioned the basement. Like
Yeah, but now you've mentioned it. So before they were saying you took it from the basement, but you're like, no, I didn't. Somebody else took it. They donated it. You remember it was in the basement. The freaking cult was down there, and they sort of like accused you of like being down there, but they didn't say anything about the cult. But you can see it on their faces. They're like, oh shit, we just told this guy something about like the basement. Like, did we say too much? And they look more worried again and frightened.
We don't know the details. Could you please exposit your whole plan for us?
Does your mom need any help? I know she's got
No
a good friend.
No help at all. We'll be fine. You should probably go tell her that it was someone else. She seems to have it out for you and your friends. I don't know why. Someone came to visit last night, and he kind of glances over, and I think it was Jareth and Nazoth were there, weren't they?
Yeah, those were my friends. They were trying to meet your mom.
And they kind of just glance at each
Yeah,
other.
we were all there,
But then they get up and they say, "Well, we should go tell her that you've got nothing to do with this." But they're still looking at like Gretchen.
If you need any help, that guy over there, he's a prince, and he's used to dealing with the finery things. You could use him.
That's good to know. Good to know. Maybe we'll talk with him later. All right, Nikolai, let's go. And this guy kind of moves, kind of push past.
Church
Nat,
hopes to see you. Hope to see you next time.
As they walk by Gretchen, they're just looking at you like they know, kind of like, we know you know something. And you don't think this is the last.
Who's a good giggles? Who's a good dog?
All right, the Watchers leave. We jump over to Riles and Rictavio. Rictavio leads you like around like this street to kind of like get out of sight of like the Baron and the rest of them, and then he kind of turns to Riles and he's like, I don't really want to perform here. These festivals are terrible.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that you don't want to either.
God, no. I sorry I blew up your spot. It's just the vibes out here are abyssal. What, is this your first time at this festival? At this Burgermeister's child's party? He's
no, I was at the last two. I mean, they have them almost like every week, it seems. But this is not any more successful than the last two that I was at.
Oh. And do you know about the minstrel that's supposed to be performing here? Does he play what was it, a mandolin?
If it's the same one that was here last time, yes, a strange individual has 6 fingers on each hand.
Yeah, I've seen him around. Huh? And we haven't seen. He hasn't been here yet, right? He's not set.
No, a little unusual for him to not, get the party started right off the bat. Something's happened to him. People disappear all the time here in Barovia, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's speaking of which. That's what
now
we
you're
should
talking
do,
to this guy. Disappear? Yes, we should. I do have some wine back at the Blue Water. Maybe we. I don't really want to go too far. I mean, things always happen around here at these festivals, and I hope you just keep an eye on things from a distance. You know, I'll keep my options open. I would like to perform at some point with my tiger, but this is not the right crowd. This is not the right day, and he's not quite ready.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if we do any kind of performance, it'd probably do something like short, distracting, and something to give us a chance to get out. Because I don't know. I'm probably more on the Burgermeister's radar than you are, Rictavio. You could probably just leave.
I plan to hang out a bit, but give him a moment to. Looks like he's distracted as he kind of comes to a bush and looks around the corner. That vile man. Give me an insight check, Ryle.
Okay. Insight, time to be insightful. 19. Nice.
Nice. 1 second here. You, So, you were told, I mean, you've heard that Rictavio is like an entertainer of some kind, but you don't know what his deal is. He doesn't seem to be carrying any sort of musical instruments or anything. And when he mentions his tiger in like the right crowd, there's almost like a weird undertone to it. Something maybe a tiny bit sinister about the tiger.
Like what? Like his performances, watch my tiger eat members of the crowd? Like, what
I mean, you're in your mind, maybe that's what comes to your mind. You're thinking that that's like maybe a joke, but like there's a seriousness to him. And I don't know, you can't entirely discount that as maybe he is waiting for like someone to like let this tiger loose on.
Okay, yeah, no,
Because
can I...
when you guys saw it, like
Yeah.
it did not look like this thing was trained at all. It was locked in there, and it had I think when somebody had seen it, like it was armored. It was not like did not look like a tiger you would bring to the circus.
Okay, Rouse is gonna try to make that like a joke the same way that I just said it, and just try to see how he reacts. Like how does he react?
He reacts, but with a little bit of a pause. And it's
Well, I'm laughing. I'm like, aha! Like I'm really
ridiculous.
smiley. What's that?
He says that would be ridiculous, but there was just a little bit of a pause, like when you had asked this to him, which is almost like sort of confirming your thoughts that like he's got plans for this tiger, and it doesn't involve entertainment.
Better than bestiality.
Yeah. I not wrong there, Brad. Okay, yeah. I guess Rouse would just try
perhaps
to
I
play
should
it
go
off.
check on it.
Yeah.
Give me a deception check for Riles, real quick.
Okay. $18.
All right. 1 second. You see him kind of glance at you, and like he's still sort of like, he's sort of playing off that sort of like the joke between the two of you, but you're not entirely certain that like that the joke landed the way that you want to. And he quickly says, like after kind of a brief chuckle, he says, "Perhaps I should step away and go check on the beast, make sure that it's all right. This is a good opportunity when no one's around." And he kind of turns to you and he bows. He says, "Be careful out there. Things aren't always what they seem." And he seems to be like, he glances over towards these guys that are like right at the edge of the market square, and you recognize one of them as Kirill. You'd seen this guy before when you guys were at the tower. Remember?
We're at the tower.
Kirill's the one that leads the werewolves.
Oh yeah.
When you guys were at the wizard's tower, and they confronted you, this big pack of werewolves came in and made that deal with Garrison. Kirill is their leader, and he's amongst the crowd here.
Okay. I'll bow to Rictavia and I'll be like, yeah, you be careful out there too, champ. You know, he plays it really casual, and then I'm gonna walk away. I'm trying to walk away very, very casually, but I'm really trying to walk fast to Garrison. I'm gonna like do a little smile nod at Kirill. Like, haha, yep. Oh, the festivities all as well. Hey, Garrison.
What's up, buddy?
Let's go talk over. I don't know how to play this casually. Look. Let's go talk to Giggles. And then I'm gonna relay. I'm gonna mention that Kirill's here. Make sure that Garrison has noted that. I'm gonna relay the danger about the tiger and like in a low whispered voice and like as casually as I can to Gretchen and Garrison, and tell them that Rictavio is being weird and probably up to something. Oh, and I'm gonna mention that the minstrel is your 12-fingered friend, but he's late and that's unusual. Usually he would have already been here and started early.
It's pretty rude to bring us over here and then just talk all this in front of the poor dog. She can't even understand us.
I'll like
just
do it
looking
in
like
parts to Giggles.
like an observer at a tennis match. Just look head going back and forth.
I'm sorry that she does that to Giggles.
Giggles got what he needed. It's fine.
All right. Well, actually, I plan to go talk to those guys next. I just ran into those boys and wanted to thank them for coming by to support our party. You believe it or not, I've convinced them that we had nothing to do with stealing their kegs and raiding and killing all their friends in their basement.
What?
Yeah.
We had nothing to do with that. That's awesome, Garrison. Good job.
I know they're so stupid.
So
I
stupid.
think
The woman and her child
Probably.
scoot a little further away from you.
you need to stop saying stuff like that out loud.
I'm just joking. They're here. I'm assuming you guys are at a spot where they're.
Oh my word. But yeah, I think they might think I know something. I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
You do look suspicious.
Uh-huh.
Alright. So you want me to go talk to Kirill? I was gonna anyway, but
Yeah, here, I'll
Also,
go with you too, because you're not
doesn't
very
this-
deceptive or persuasive.
why would I be either one of those? That guy's my friend.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Chris,
stay
you
here.
wanna
You
come?
guys have
No.
fun.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Rouse, is that like a corn dog stand or something over there?
Where?
I don't know. Look over there.
Love corn dogs.
Oh, hey, Kirill.
He's with a couple of guys and kind of turns and looks your direction. He's got like a hood up, and they kind of do as well. Like they're trying to blend in with the crowd. When you call his name out loud, he kind of looks at you, and there's almost a little bit of like a growl that comes like, "Oh, probably shouldn't use my name in public."
What do you mean? Everybody knows who you are. You're the
No,
three
they
dudes
don't.
wearing hoods in this corner. What do you mean?
He kind of you look around and you realize that there's a few people like in the crowd that could be mistaken for any of these guys. They're kind of nondescript, and the weather's shitty, so like it's not unusual. They don't stand out. They only stand out because you know who this guy is.
Okay. Oh, my bad. What do you go by in the street?
Just use a different name, or just don't use a name at all.
All right. Hey, guy.
I am known.
All right, known. I was trying to do our thing last night, and nobody came. What's up?
Where were you?
I was outside doing my thing. Pretty
Outside.
much.
Where?
What do you mean? Outside the town.
My people have been here near the Blue Water for the last 2 days. But you weren't there last night. Seem to have lost your scent.
Well, I was outside trying to find you guys, trying to make my plan happen, but somehow that guy still isn't even here.
Do you know where he is? Was he outside? No. What do you mean outside? You mean like outside? He kind of gestures like outside, like here? Or are you talking about outside the city, outside the town of Vallaki?
Outside the gates. We slept outside because we couldn't get back inside, and I was out there yelling for you guys, and nobody came. Like no homies, not even any regular wolves. Like it was just nope.
One of the guys says, "We did hear that there was a disturbance at the gates, but we didn't know what the nature of it was." And he says another person this morning said that there was some sort of explosion in the forest to the south of Vallaki. And Kirill doesn't seem to be like fully aware of this stuff. And he says, was this all related to you?
Yeah, I cause a lot of problems where I go with my friends. But the fire wasn't really us. There was a ghost wizard that looks exactly like my friend, but wasn't my friend. And he tried to kill us.
You totally sound insane. And like the two guys behind him like look at each other like, is this guy like got all of his faculties or what? But Kirill is just kind of listening to you, and he says, when we last spoke, you said that, well, you were looking for him. We believe that he will be here today, and so we are here, not outside.
I know, but I was trying to do it outside. What if I just kill somebody here? I'm going to wind up with tomatoes on me.
He's already
you
red.
won't. And he smiles, with like this sort of knowing smile.
All right. Well, I asked my friends, and they're reluctantly in on this. I didn't tell them about the plan that we're going to do it in front of lots of people, but they're just going to have to adjust on the fly.
Don't worry. No one's going to stop us. No one's going to stop you, I should say.
Well, that's for sure. You have any idea where he is? You guys are able to track him, smell him?
I have not seen him today, but we have sensed him. He kind of touches his nose. He's here, somewhere. I'm sure that he'll show his face sooner rather than later. Just be ready.
I've been waiting for this moment.
And he just kind of crosses his arms and just looks out amongst the crowd. Like, he's got this sort of like predatory look to him. Like he's on the hunt. and just kind of ready. Same two guys like behind him as well. Time kind of passes. You guys have talked to a few people. Jareth, the Baron, has kind of stepped back away again to pet his dogs and laugh at his guard who's covered in tomato. This guy's come down off of the platform at this point, just standing in the back looking super pissed. And he kind of looks like Izek is over here as well, kind of leaning against a post. The other guards are right there. I'm assuming, Jareth, that you're spending time just talking to the Baron.
Oh, I was going to ask him if there was any cornhole, ball toss, or darts.
Oh yes, all of those things. I'm sure there's a knife throwing thing somewhere around here. If there isn't, set one up. He gestures to like one of the guards.
You want to play some cornhole? I'll challenge you.
I'll set up a knife throwing, but I'm going to need access to one of these prisoners.
Which one? He says.
Oh,
I'm not picky.
Oh, I'll up the stakes. I'll be the target. Let's see if you can throw it where my hand should be.
Ugh.
Garrison's going to set himself up as a target.
Just gonna stand in front of the stanchion here and hold his arm out and see how many if they can throw knives close to where his hand would be.
I was thinking more along the lines of tying you to one of those spinning boards and then just having the knife throw thing like the circus.
All right.
They don't have any spinning boards here, unfortunately.
Oh well, I guess.
But although the Baron says, next festival, yes, next festival, make sure that we have spinning boards with irons
Get
on
spinning
them.
board for windmill.
Much more. Maybe we'll just change the stalks out and turn them into spinning wheels. That would be fun.
Oh.
Burgermeister, you and I got a lot to talk about. Come on, I'm going to show you how to spice this.
You have good ideas, my friend. Yes, you do. Take notes, he says to the tomato-covered guard. And the guard's like, oh.
So I'll just spend the next couple hours giving them ideas for next week's festival, and they're all horrible.
It's one worse than the next. No problem. Where did Riles go?
He's walking around the festival.
Oh, I see. You're hiding behind them.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the Baron.
Okay.
Really, I just don't want to perform because I feel like
No
it's
problem.
one of those. If I slip up, I die. Kind of performances. And I'm avoiding Izek too.
Hey,
what?
has anybody seen Riles? Wasn't he supposed to do a performance?
Shut up, Garrison.
Roll a stealth check, Riles.
Okay.
Been waiting to hear one of his jokes. Been having an up and down kind of day.
What are you, an elevator?
Oh, there he is. I heard him somewhere. Where are you, you son of a bitch?
I was stealthy, so you couldn't. I threw my voice. You couldn't tell where it came from.
I'm gonna roll for Izek. 1 second.
Hey, old man.
It's gonna be green. I can already tell it's gonna be green.
Yeah.
No, we're very close. It looks like your direction, Riles. And you're like, his eyes just passed like right over where you were. Where is the little man who is funny? Where did he go? This is boring, he says at one point. We should have the little man up on stage. Someone go find him. But Riles, you avoid them with that stealth check. Like you probably spend like the next hour or so just like kind of skirting the festivities while one of the guards is kind of on the hunt for you.
That's funny.
The festival goes on for the afternoon and evening approaches. And just as the light is starting to fade from like the clouds above, and like there's been no like performance at all here, so like the people are like bummed out, and like the only reason that the Baron and the Burgermaster here is not maybe reacting to how shitty the festival is because Nazoth is giving him amazing ideas for the next festival, and he's just like taking mental notes and just they're over on the side cackling about all the awful games that Nazoth is coming up with. He just doesn't
See, the idea is to get into their head. Pain can be healed, but psychological damage, that shit stays with you.
Are we also playing again while they're chatting?
Yeah, you're probably like a knife thing has been set up, and occasionally he like throws a dagger at Garrison's hand. If that's what it is it Garrison's hand? Is that the game?
Oh.
Or did
In
Garrison
the
leave?
hand on the Garrison is what it is.
Yeah, it's where Garrison's hand should be. It's how close you could get it.
They have now fashioned a fake hand out of a couple of gourds and bananas, which they have kind of attached to your arm.
Yes.
And that is like hit the gourd.
He holds them out on both sides so multiple people can throw.
We'll have the Baron take a couple shots. I think the hand would be a small target and maybe a little bit hard to hit. So I think he's going to miss with that one. He's just casually like throwing. He wasn't one
If he,
hit Garrison.
if he misses your hand, he's gonna hit you.
No, he doesn't hit you because he doesn't roll low enough. But one of them actually managed to like hit a finger and like take one out, and like he's just kind of half paying attention as he's like with Nathal's like, oh yes, excellent, emotional damage is what we want to inflict. And he like throws a knife and it clips one of the bananas, and he's like, it's
What
just
do I roll for my turn?
a roll and attack roll if you want to make attacks on Garrison's hand.
Just an unarmed.
Ranged attack.
Ranged?
Yeah, roll a dex
So-
check basically. If you have a dagger, you can roll a dagger.
No, not this time. I've got a short bow.
Make 3. Dick, you can use that too. You use that as the attack roll, but roll 3 times. You hit the thing every single time, like elven accuracy or something like that. Like you do this, and you're like smiling at your own, your own accuracy, and the Baron looks at you and he's like, "Show off."
Hey,
It
I'm
seems to
having
get like
fun. Are you?
no. He says, kind of looking at like he was celebrating his one little finger, banana finger, and like you hit this thing like, straight in the gourd like 3 times in a row, and it sort of pisses him off. And at that point, he probably gives up on the hand game and says, "Nick, come with me." And he says to Nazoth as he kind of holds your arm and pulls you away to talk about better games.
Well, then I'm gonna play with Izek then. Come on, Izek, let's go play some cornhole.
Izek just stares at you. No.
Oh, let's do a bet. Come on, you want to win some money?
No.
Uh,
He just stares down at you, just like kind of like he's kind of willing you to go away.
Okay, what about you, Baroness?
Huh? She kind of turns and looks your direction, got like this fake smile on her face.
You want to play cornhole?
Sure, I guess. And she kind of wanders over like with you to play like this other game, which I think is that's just like I think they call it something different in the U.S., but it's the one with a board and a hole in the middle, right? You have to like throw a beanbag through it or something.
Yeah, and I
So many
think
different names.
the U.S. is what is called. It's called cornhole in the
Oh,
U.S.
it is called cornhole. Somebody else called it something else. Like I saw it in another thing.
I called it cornhole because you call it that in the U.S., but we also call it. Oh God, what is it?
We called it cornhole because that's
I
literally
think it
what
is.
it was.
I think that is the
Going in the
regular
bag.
name.
We call it beanbags.
Yeah. I think I never really saw this until I came to the Midwest. And
American horseshoes.
it's not
Well,
really.
it was called cornhole because the bags had corn in them, and you just fill the bags with corn and just chuck them in a hole and see who could get closest to the hole.
Yeah.
That's why they called it cornhole.
I didn't grow up in like the Midwest where like it's a bigger thing, so I just thought it was beanbag. Everybody's called it the beanbag toss, but this is like what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it didn't
beanbag
see.
toss.
I didn't see it here until about maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah,
For that, it wasn't a
toss.
thing.
Yeah, if you lived in the South of the Midwest and you went to any kind of public function, there like a church
Yeah.
picnic or something like
They're
that, they were going to
everywhere.
have cornhole.
Yeah, it's a big wedding game here now, at least.
When we were kids, it was beanbag toss, though. I remember, like, and
But
now
that's for the
it's
people
like,
that didn't grow up in like in the areas where like this
right.
was originated.
It's like calling it frisbee golf, and people are like, "It's disc golf."
well, there's another name for it too.
Ultimate
though,
Frisbee.
now. Well, Ultimate
Yeah,
Frisbee.
exactly.
There's even another one though. There's one I just heard the other day, and it was like a shortening of it, and I can't remember what it was.
Frolf.
No, it was.
Oh,
I
those
can't
disc
remember
golf-
what it was.
Well,
Those
those guys
Frolf
are
is-
insane.
Frolf? That's what it is. Frolf,
Yeah,
right?
Frolf.
Which is
Yeah, frisbee golf. Frolf.
Frisbee golf.
They
Frolf.
take it very seriously.
They
It's
do,
disc
too
golf,
seriously.
though. I mean, it's a lot of fun though if you would go and do it.
I hate
You're
it.
not-
I hate it.
If you're not a
so
diehard.
bad.
The guys that do it at one of our local parks, they're dicks. Sorry.
Yeah, you live in California though, so that makes sense.
I hate it because I suck at it. I had friends that were really into it. They'd go like every weekend, let's go golfing. I'm like, I fucking hate that game. So I end up half the time in the bushes trying to get my stupid frisbee golf frisbee.
Oh,
Like, this
there's so
game
many
sucks.
courses here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I grew up in Southern California where it's everywhere. So like my friends would always want to go do this on the weekends, and they were really good, and I really sucked. So it's not fun. There's not even a challenge. And they're like, you should just practice more. It's like, no, I don't want to practice something I hate.
Well, you know what they say.
It's too close to a sport.
You know what they say. If something can move, we'll race it, and if something can fit in a hole, we'll make a sport out of it.
Yeah. I love George Carlin's rant about sports, about like what's a sport and what isn't a sport. It's like if sailing a boat is a sport, then driving a bus should be a sport, or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but he had a hilarious bit on it. Anyway, let's wrap up this session with a little bit of a cliffy. As Jareth goes to play cornhole with Lydia, and we're going to say that
could mean something else.
Are you gonna lay on the bounce bound bound?
Yeah. What was the other thing you did? Was ball toss?
that would be a totally different. That has two meanings.
Yeah, is Lydia trying to play ball toss with Jareth? Is that what you're saying?
Jareth has a fiance. He's not into that. If this was a different Jareth, maybe.
Trying to reenact the bear scene from Baldur's Gate is what she's doing.
Different plane,
Spoilers.
Jareth. It's all good. No one will know.
All right. As you and again, like as Jareth is going off to maybe play a game with Lydia, and Nazoth is over here conspiring with the Baron.
And you just hear me says, "No, that's the best part about gnome toss. Nobody gives a shit about gnomes."
You guys suddenly hear from behind the stalks the sound of a mandolin. The strings play.
Oh, hey, Baron, you want to see a show?
Oh,
this is about to get good.
Is it the
Oh,
devil came down
no.
to Georgia?
Yes.
He actually showed up. Oh no.
Yes.
Moment later, within like a mist of almost with a misty step, he arrives at the stocks. The guy that you've been all waiting for. Adram silver strings, guitar in hand, music as he begins to play. He looks down and straight at Garrison with a big shit-eating grin.
Oh no.
Enjoy
That's
that.
going to be our cliffhanger for today.
Be the last smile you have.
Adrian, no.
Brings up a
He
hand and
enters the
gives
stage
you a
to the tune of
six-finger
Shoot to Thrill.
toodaloo.
Doesn't even have a middle finger.
Is everyone ready for the main show? And next week we'll begin probably rolling initiative. Ah.
Well,
This
I
is
know
the
Garrison will be, but
That's right. You're just an opener. Riles is the main one we're here to see.
Trying to get me killed, dude.
It's Straussi's like, Riles. All right, our cliffhanger for today is Andrew Silverstring showing up at the festival just as the sun is set.
Cliffy.
Here to give maybe
so
his last
excited.
performance.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get some hands, baby.
Oh,
all right, good game, guys.
Yeah,
All right, thank you, everybody.
Hey,
Good night.
Good. No,
And
Thank you, Rob.
something.
great game.
Great game.
Oh, we're gonna die.
That's a good song. Who put that one
Yeah,
in?
that,
I got it. I knew it
Nice.
right away. It had to be that song.
Alright, bye, guys.
All right, y'all have a good night.
bye everyone.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Do we get to
Yeah,
level
next
up
week.
yet?
Do you get to what level?
Do we get to
No.
level up yet?
No.
Honestly,
Not
like I'm not trying to be pushy, but it feels like this game we level up so rarely compared to the other ones we play.
You will level up slower in this one because there's a lot of other there's a lot of stuff to do. The other ones there's lots of sort of kind of big,
Oops.
flashy encounters. But there's a ton of story you got to eat up at this. You got to pace yourself a bit.
Okay.
It's all right. You're pretty close actually to the next level.
Okay. Getting there. I want some new stuff.
You barely use the old stuff. But that